is on the air. WOGO's coverage of the Cardinals is brought to you by the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, Royal Credit Union, Wynn Family Dentistry, Nicolay Bank, Weir's Gala Plumbing and Heating, Stelter Incorporated, Toyson Ford of Chippewa Falls, White City Glass, Holly Bovey of Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors, Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Northwestern Bank, Mauer Sperry Insurance, Quality Propane and Fuels, Metropolis Resort in Action City, 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telcom, Check Law Office, Post Glass and Mirror, and Bargain City Superstore. Now with the Cardinal Countdown pregame show, here's the voice of the Cards, Greg Stewart.
WOGO, your sports station.
We're at KB Willett in Stevens Point tonight for the boys hockey regional final. We're watching the girls. It's a hockey doubleheader here tonight. It's Central Wisconsin and Wisconsin Valley Union. Just tied it up against Northland Pines. Pines had led the entire game until midway through the third period. And Wisconsin Valley, the home team, scored a couple of goals here. 2:49 left to go in that one. And we'll kind of watch this one a little bit, and we'll have Chi High hockey against Stevens Point coming up next. The regional final here at KB in Stevens Point. Alongside tonight, Carter Jager, and our video producer is Sam Aberly. Our audio producer back in the WOGO Communication Center is Conley Engelmeyer. And, you know, Carter, when it comes to playoffs, even the lower seeds are saying, why not us? Well, last year, Stevens Point, the Panthers here, were saying it should have been us, with Chi High coming in and stunning the Panthers 4-1. And it was just, you know, they were undefeated at the time, #1 team in the state, and they wound up losing to Chi High. So now it's a revenge factor here this evening, and they're hoping to lay it on Chi High. Cards have beaten them 2 years in a row. The 24 team that went to state beat Stevens Point at Hudson. Chi High's team last year, not highly seeded, #8 seed, knocked off Spash here, and now the two teams meet once again.
Like you said, a revenge game. They're not going to overlook them this time. They're ready to play. But Chi High's got the ability to hang with them. They've got the ability to play with them, and that's all you need in this game.
Spash at 21-3 overall. They've lost twice to a Wisconsin Valley team, and then they lost to Hudson earlier in the year by a 3-2 count. In fact, their three losses were by a total of 5 goals. They're 9-1 in the Valley Conference. Chi High had lost 2 straight coming into the postseason, but they beat Ram on Tuesday night in a thrilling game. Got the game-winning goal in the final minute and a half, and then the empty netter to beat them 3-1. So Chi High comes in 11-14. They finished 5-9 in the BRC this year. And boy, you look at the Spash stats, and they are remarkable. What a season they've had, both scoring and their goaltender too.
Yeah, Graham Valesky's up for WHCA Player of the Year, so he's obviously good. He's got 36 goals, 35 assists. He's the best player we're going to see on the ice today. Extremely talented. But for Chi High, right, you just weather the storm, right? You got to be able to throw out the records. You're here. You deserve to be here. You're playing in this spot. Now go get it done.
Nobody expects you to go on anyway,
No.
So play hard and pull off the upset again. So maybe let's do our Toyson Ford keys to the game right now. You're going to find a friend at Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls. And Carter, what does Chi High have to do here to pull out a victory and move on in the postseason?
Start fast. There's no way they're going to let up a score early and come back and win. You have to be able to start fast. But I think this game starts and ends with Drew Brovold. He won them. The goaltending won them the game last year. That's going to have to happen again. He's going to get shots on net. He's going to have to be able to make the saves. And a lot of pressure on him. But when you're this low of a seed and you have this good of a goalie, that's what happens.
Yeah, Drew kind of split time last season, and this was sort of his coming out party. He won the job late in the season last year. He came in here and just stunned the crowd and Spash as well. Stood on his head, did backflips, did somersets, whatever they are, and he just did it all last year in the postseason in this game.
Yeah, and it's going to be key for the defenseman of Chippewa to be able to swipe away the rebounds, clear them, so he's got less work to do. But it's on his shoulders tonight. If they win this game, it's going to be mostly because of him.
Absolutely, and it wouldn't hurt to have a little puck luck too, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
We'll take that. Oh, Northland Pines just scored with 1:57. And
on the power play.
On the power play, yep. 1:57 left to go. So they are leading the home team, the Wisconsin Valley Union. You can hear the crowd erupt here. We're kind of following CFM too. They're up at Somerset playing Western Wisconsin. And with under 8 minutes to go, they were trailing 2-1. So we're checking on that one for you as well tonight. This is Cardinal Countdown, KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. A lot of fans made the trip over. Chi-Hi's ready to play. We'll try to connect with head coach Matt Lukowitz on our Cardinal Countdown program as well. We'll take a break and come back. This is Cards Hockey on WOGO Radio and our YouTube channel.
On the court, the field, and the ice, leaders stand out. They innovate, inspire, and win at the highest level. And at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, they are the unquestioned leaders in orthopedic, brain, and spine care. Whether it's surgery to get your athlete back in the game or managing chronic pain so you can enjoy life again, call Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Altoona and Chippewa Falls, with a new and improved clinic and surgery center now open in Rice Lake. Book your appointment at cvosm.com.
At Post Glass and Mirror, quality comes first. Maybe you need a beautiful storefront window or a show-stopping custom shower door. Post Glass and Mirror can custom cut glass and mirrors and offers quick replacement of fogged or broken windows. And if your windshield takes a hit, they offer free mobile service and can recalibrate the advanced driver safety system after windshield replacement for all makes and models. Post Glass and Mirror is also hiring auto glass technicians, window installers, and in-shop repair technicians. For commercial, home, and auto glass, call Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls.
Great players may get headlines, but it takes teamwork to win championships. And when it comes to your family's dental health, Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin have created a championship team at Wynn Family Dentistry. Wynn Family Dentistry is proud to be a part of our Chippewa Falls community and wishes all our Chi-Hi and McDonald student athletes a safe and successful season. Go Cards and Go Max from Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin at Wynn Family Dentistry in Chippewa Falls.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City's Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, the brands you know and love at a fraction of retail price. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits.
Rely on Grace Home Respiratory when you need your home medical supplies and equipment. With 24-hour on-call service, Grace Home Respiratory has dedicated, experienced staff to help you when you need it most, improving your quality of life, and now offering free shipping directly to your home. Call Grace Home Respiratory, your local connection for home medical equipment, service, and supplies. 715-832-RESP. Online at ghr-ec.com.
Is an injury or joint pain keeping you from living your best life? Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine will get you back to doing. Whether it's walking or running, hunting or hiking, working or playing, whatever you're in, go with who you know and get back to doing.
Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, with locations in Altoona, Chippewa Falls, and now open in Rice Lake. Call us today and we'll get you scheduled.
Tied it up 3-3, and now they're going into overtime. There's a final shot in regulation, or .5 seconds left to go, so the faceoff's going to come in the Wisconsin Union, Valley Union zone, but not really enough time for them to score. So it looks as if this one's going into overtime. We're going to get bonus hockey here, huh?
Playoff overtime hockey, it's the best.
There it goes. There's the buzzer. So these teams will, I think, stay on the ice. I think they're going to play on some dirty ice here in this overtime period. And then Chi High and Stevens Point. As we said, Spash having a terrific year this year. At 21-3, they opened up with a 10-game winning streak. That's a good way to start things out. They didn't lose in the entire month of December. Started in November, won their first game 14-0, and they just have piled up the points. Their first line has scored 71 points on the season. 179 points on the season, and they just come out and overwhelm teams.
Yeah, I mean, even look at their losses. They lost to Hudson 3-2, and they lost to Wausau West, two of the best teams in the state. Right. So even their losses are quote-unquote good losses,
exactly.
Right? So
1, 2, 3. Hudson, Stevens Point, Wausau West in the top rankings here this week. And unfortunately in this section, Carter, they call it the section of death because you got all those three teams in this section, Section 1 in boys hockey.
Yeah, it's such a talented conference, like you said, and it sets up for such a fun playoff to be a part of. I know last year Chippewa made it all the way almost to the end, and then they got beat. But when they get down to this part of the playoffs, it's throw out the records because these teams are going to play each other tough.
That is for sure. Chi High and Spash here tonight. We're watching the Section 1 girls regional final as they're going into overtime. Wisconsin Valley, the number 4 seed, and Northland Pines is the number 5 seed. As you mentioned, Drew Brovold, the goaltender, sophomore goaltender for Chi High. He's going to be the key here tonight. Andrew is the top save percentage goaltender in the BRC, and so he's recognized in the state as one of the top goaltenders. But they're going to come in here tonight with Zach Burdick. I talked to Zach before the game tonight a little bit, and he has had a sensational year as well. Zach at 17-3, and his goals against average 1.25, where, Drew Brovold is 3.16, but Drew has faced over twice as many shots as Burdick.
Yeah, it's just impressive what Drew has been able to do all year. I know we talked at the Memorial game about him facing, 60 shots or something like that, and allowed 2 goals. So it's so impressive what he's been able to do today, but he's got to keep that up today. He's got to be sharp.
Yeah, that really is going to be the thing for Chi High. If they're going to pull off the big upset, Andrew Brovold's going to have to be terrific in net. All right, these girls teams ready to start the OT here. 3-3 going into overtime for them. And we're on our Cardinal Countdown pregame show ahead of tonight's game between the Chi High Cards and the Stevens Point Panthers. We'll take another break. This is Cards Hockey on WOGO and our WOGO YouTube channel.
I'm Luke Lucier.
And I'm Dana Lucier.
And at Peterson Volker Funeral Chapel and Cremation Services, we are honored to serve our Chippewa Falls community.
In life's hardest times, we are there for you and your family. No one should walk through grief alone.
At Peterson Volker, we know that every life is unique,
which is why we create a personalized service to honor their legacy.
Compassion and kindness in the moments you need it most.
Learn more at petersonvolker.com.
That's petersonvolker.com.
Wheaton Grain Incorporated and Chippewa Valley Grain Transport, a family-run, full-service grain elevator and trucking company. Over 30 trucks dispatched throughout the Midwest every day. Customer-oriented and family-run. Wheaton Grain Incorporated and Chippewa Valley Grain Transport is here to serve you in both Chippewa Falls and Connorsville. Go to WheatonGrain.com for cash bids, futures, and grading schedules. And get more done every day by downloading their new mobile app. Learn more at WheatonGrain.com.
I've thought about the theme for my son's first birthday party, safari, but their first trip to the dentist? Not sure where to start.
With advanced training to support infants, children, and teens, the board-certified pediatric dentists at Smiles in Motion Pediatric Dentistry are dedicated to making your child feel comfortable and welcome at every visit. They keep parents involved at every step of your child's dental journey, so you can help keep them smiling and develop healthy dental habits for life. Discover what makes them different at sim4kids.com.
24/7 at West Wisconsin Telecom. Sails the puck forward with fiber-fast speed and signal strength. Oh, satellite and 5G picks it off, but misses the net with slow response times and weak signals. 24/7 at West Wisconsin Telecom sweeps forward with great customer service and experienced technicians. Satellite tries to keep up but can't with weather interference and low speeds. Fiber-fast crosses the blue and pulls back for a final shot. Score! Fiber beats 5G every time. Visit WWT.net to increase your speed for your home or business.
It's truck month at Toyson Ford, and that means savings for you. On approved credit, you can get 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,000 truck month bonus cash on remaining 2025 Ford F-150s. But the savings don't stop there. Now through the end of March, you'll also get 3 visits included on a 2-year, 30,000-mile limited maintenance plan. Oil change and tire rotations are covered. It's a great time to buy, so stop in and see why we're the Valley's best choice at Toyson Ford.
If you can dream it, Stelter can make it happen. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has taken pride in turning dreams into reality with the absolute highest quality concrete built to last. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, ensuring only the best ready-mix concrete. And if you need materials delivered or hauled away, Stelter Inc. has a fleet of dump trucks to serve you and even provides the driver. When you expect the best, Stelter delivers every time. Start today at StelterIncorporated.com.
Is an injury or joint pain keeping you from living your best life? Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine will get you back to doing. Whether it's walking or running, hunting or hiking, working or playing, whatever you're in, go with who you know and get back to doing.
Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, with locations in Altoona, Chippewa Falls, and now open in Rice Lake. Call us today and we'll get you scheduled.
State's Owen Porter with 103 points, so they are ranked 4th in the state. Then U School, a team that Chi-Hi beat a couple of Saturdays ago, is 5th, and that NINA co-op team that Chi-Hi faced earlier in the year, comes in number 6 in boys hockey. And Stevens Point is as good as advertised. They're a speed team, Carter. They can really, they're not a big team. You look at a Wausau West, and they are really physical, big, like a bunch of football players on skates. This is going to be a speed team that we're going to watch and smash tonight.
Absolutely, and how you counteract that is Chi-Hi stays physical. They hit them when they get the chance, and their defensemen have to stay disciplined, being able to get back in case of a breakaway. So,
if the refs will let them open up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how Chi-Hi plays it here tonight. Cards need to take advantage of every scoring opportunity, and Drew Grovold has got to be top-notch in nets here tonight for the Cards as they face Stevens Point. Girls game winding down here, 4:18 left to go. In overtime, 3-3, the home Wisconsin Valley co-op team, which includes Stevens Point, of course, and Wisconsin Rapids, and Marshfield's part of this co-op team here, Wapaka, another school involved. Amherst has got one player on this team, so it's a co-op team, and the home team made a comeback in the third period, and so it's tied here 3-3. Shots are 36-21 in favor of the home team, but Northland Pines, who made the trip all the way down from Eagle River, has played really well tonight. Got good goaltending, and they're hanging right in here, looking for that game winner on the road to advance in the postseason. Last score that we had was for CFM playing up at Somerset. They were down 2-1, and now we get a final 4-1. Looks like they got an empty net goal to finish out the season for CFM, so they lose to Western Wisconsin by a 4-1 count up in Somerset tonight. Still waiting for the girls game to end here tonight. Our our pregame show, Cardinal Countdown pregame show. Here comes Wisconsin Valley, and a shot off the goaltender's glove. She didn't really get it covered, but they whistled it in the Northland Pines zone, and so this one's really exciting here. 3-3 with 3:20 left to go in overtime.
The only confusing part is both mascots are Eagles.
That's true. And the Northland Pines team, you said, looks a lot like Team USA.
Yeah.
That won today over in Italy.
Yeah.
They were trailing 1-0 against Canada, and I guess they came back. We didn't see you. We were on the road coming here when the third period was on the air, but I guess they came back and won 2-1. Huh?
Able to get a tip in with under 2 minutes to go on a shot from the blue line and won it in overtime.
Wow, terrific. Team USA. Now we'll watch the men as they go for gold there on Sunday. Perhaps they've still got another game to go here before they get to that one.
Yeah, man, did they make everybody nervous, though.
Yeah, no, that is for sure. So the crowd really into this one. It's Wisconsin Valley and Northland Pines tied at 3-3. And
we have helmets stuck together.
Oh, come on, really?
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh, yeah. The girls are laughing down there. Northland Pines, one of the Northland Pines players' helmet was stuck. Somehow got intertwined with the Valley players, and now they wiggle themselves free here as they face off in the Pines zone. 3-3 that score. Fans and players ramping it up here. We got going early thinking that this game was going to end, and then Valley came back and tied it up 3-3, and that's where we sit right now with 3:04 left to go here in this overtime period. Greg and Carter here with you, our video producer Sam Aberley, our audio producer Conley Engelmeyer, back in the WOGO studios, and Wisconsin Valley Union and Northland Pines going hard at it here in overtime. So we'll take another break. We're a little bit away now from dropping the puck for the guys. I'll have to redo the ice. Teams will be out here shortly after this game is over. And we'll set you up. Here's Pines. Oh, they just scored. Northland Pines won it with 2:31 left to go in overtime. And their players come out here and celebrate. Wow, what a finish here for Pines. The 5 seed beats the 4 seed here, the home team. So they move on, and Valley Union, their season is done. Wow, what a finish, huh?
Went 5-hole on that shot. What a pass.
So that was fun to watch that in overtime. So Northland Pines, that'll be a fun bus trip back up the Eagle River.
Absolutely.
Huh? So the teams will shake hands. Chi High and Spash waiting to hit the ice. They'll do that in a few minutes, so we'll take a break. This is Cardinal Countdown. Chi High and Stevens Point, the regional final here at KB Willett in Point. We'll be back. This is Cards Hockey on WOGO and our WOGO YouTube channel.
Royal Credit Union is here to help you plan ahead with health savings accounts that make saving for healthcare simpler and more rewarding. Royal's HSA checking has no monthly fees and easy access with your HSA debit card. And with tiered rates, you can earn more as your balance grows. It's time to start saving for medical expenses tax-free with a Royal HSA. Learn more and open your account at rcu.org/savehsa. Insured by NCUA.
From businesses to homes, rental properties to ATVs, think Mauer Sperry Insurance in Chippewa Falls. Family run for 4 generations, Mauer Sperry Insurance is one of the oldest insurance agencies in the country, with coverage you can count on from a local team you trust. As an independent insurance agency, we find the companies that best fit your family's needs and budget. Based in Chippewa Falls, Mauer Sperry Insurance Agency, protecting people, empowering businesses. Learn more and get a quote at MauerINS.com.
Whether it's home ice, home field, or home court, every team knows the advantage of playing at home. And when your real estate search needs that extra boost as well, call me. Hi, I'm Holly Bovey from Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. And for over 25 years, I've been helping families find their homes right here in Chippewa Falls and the surrounding communities. put my experience to work for you. Buying or selling, it pays to have that home team advantage. Call me anytime at 715-577-HOME or find me at hollybovey.com.
Did you know your body is made up of 60% water and your blood is 90% water? Just another reason why it's so important you have the cleanest, most refreshing drinking water in your home. Experience a well-hydrated life. Book your free home water analysis at GibsonsWaterCare.com. No long-term contracts, locally owned, American-made products. Need a plumber? Gibsons can help with basic plumbing needs too. Go online to Gibsons Water Care for more details.
At Freeze Financial Group, we work with clients to understand their life goals by helping build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Our mission is to help make lives better, clients, team, and community by optimizing true wealth. We are proud to support the Chi-Hi hockey team and their run to the playoffs this season. Go Cards! Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Freeze Financial Group is not a broker-dealer and is independent of RJFS. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Services Advisors, Inc.
At Northwestern Bank, everything we do comes back to our mission, building stronger communities where people matter. This is Tracy Smiskey, Market President at Northwestern Bank. Every day we provide all the great services and conveniences of modern banking, but know that it's our relationships with people that matter most. Because at Northwestern Bank, we believe that every person is valuable, and that's what makes our communities strong. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
I'm Jack Strand, and I've partnered with the Czech Law Office. As a quarterback for Bloomer and now at a Division II college, I have learned the importance of having a solid team on your side. Athletics has also taught me the importance of leadership, community, and dedication. These are the same skills that Attorney Czech brought to the Chippewa Valley and built his firm around 25 years ago. Community has been a big part of that process, and Attorney Czech served as president of both the YMCA board as well as the school board. The Czech law firm motto has always been teamwork. Don't hesitate to join our team.
Is an injury or joint pain keeping you from living your best life? Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine will get you back to doing. Whether it's walking or running, hunting or hiking, working or playing, whatever you're in, go with who you know and get back to doing.
Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, with locations in Altoona, Chippewa Falls, and now open in Rice Lake. Call us today and we'll get you scheduled.
Overall, and Spash at 21-3 and ranked number 2 in the state. Well, milk has been building champions for centuries. That's why research shows that real milk builds pregame muscle. Low-fat chocolate milk restores postgame muscle for athletes as few other beverages can. That's why more pro hockey players know that they're going to need milk to fuel their performance. Learn their inspiring stories at GonnaNeedMilk.com, brought to you by the dairy farmers of Wisconsin. Cards out here pumping some rock into the back of the net. Spash, the home team, very confident coming in here at number 2 in the state. So this should be a fun one. Hopefully, you know, like you said on our Toyson Ford keys to the game, Chi-Hi cannot afford to get down early in this game and just have Spash pour it on.
Absolutely not. You got to punch him in the mouth first, send a message, get it rolling immediately, and just play hard. I mean, if you get a 1-0 lead, and they're the team that's supposed to win. So if you take the lead, then all the pressure's on them to try to get it back.
You're going to hear the names: Grant Molsky, Brady Miller. For Spash, Molsky's number 9 in the state in points. Miller is 11th with 64. Molsky with 71 points this year. They know how to put teams away. They can smell a win and goal. They have goal scorers, natural goal scorers. And Molsky, last year, first team All-State. He's going to be first team All-State again this year. And he's going to go out and play hockey someplace out of this. So should be fun to watch. Hopefully Chi-Hi can hang with them here and maybe pick up a goal or two, a lucky bounce, and surprise Spash here tonight on their home ice.
It's always fun to watch players like that, even if they're on the opposing team, just to watch how they handle a puck and watch the speed they play with.
And we'll see the goaltenders as well. You got Drew Bobo for Chi-Hi, just a sophomore, really came of age last year, and Zach Burdick who is a junior for them. Really, Burdick and Jasuski split time this year in goal, and Jasuski got hurt, so Burdick stepped up, and he hasn't lost the job since.
No, he's played well this year. I think I have a save percentage of .944, so, I mean, he's done everything they've asked him. With a team that can score 17 goals in a game, they did that against Rapids, and you don't need great goaltending, you just need good enough.
Yeah, they just crushed Wisconsin Rapids earlier this season. So, Stevens Point, Chi High tonight. WOGO Radio, the teams are warming up. We're going to try to catch up with Matt Luckwitz, head coach of the Cards, coming up here in just a few minutes. Then they'll do ice, and we'll be ready for some playoff hockey here at KB Willett in Stevens Point. We'll take another break. This is Cardinal Countdown. Chi High and Spash here tonight. This is Cards Hockey. WOGO Radio and our WOGO YouTube channel.
Building a custom home can be daunting, but it doesn't have to be. At Ashley Construction, we make the process seamless and enjoyable. With 3D drafting, thoughtful design, accurate estimates, and expert guidance from start to finish, we take the stress out of building your dream home. Our innovative processes and the latest technology ensure a fun and rewarding experience. Our talented team of experts is dedicated to creating your high-quality custom home. Enjoy the full design build experience right here in the Chippewa Valley. Contact Ashley Construction today to get started.
On the court, the field, and the ice, leaders stand out. They innovate, inspire, and win at the highest level. And at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, they are the unquestioned leaders in orthopedic, brain, and spine care. Whether it's surgery to get your athlete back in the game or managing chronic pain so you can enjoy life again, call Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Altoona and Chippewa Falls, with a new and improved clinic and surgery center now open in Rice Lake. Book your appointment at cvosm.com.
Great players may get headlines, but it takes teamwork to win championships. And when it comes to your family's dental health, Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin have created a championship team at Wynn Family Dentistry. Wynn Family Dentistry is proud to be a part of our Chippewa Falls community and wishes all our Chi High and McDonald student athletes a safe and successful season. Go Cards and go Max from Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin at Wynn Family Dentistry in Chippewa Falls.
What are customers saying about Post Glass and Mirror?
Amazing job on my screens and very friendly.
I absolutely love my new Lindsay vinyl windows.
Prices are the best in town, along with fast customer service.
Got 2 heavy glass shower doors from Post Glass and Mirror. High quality, excellent service.
When I picked up my car after they replaced my windshield, it was cleaner than when I brought it in.
For commercial or residential glass and recalibration of the advanced driver safety system after windshield replacement for any make and model, call Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. PostGlassandMirror.com.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City's Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, the brands you know and love at a fraction of retail price. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits.
Rely on Grace Home Respiratory when you need your home medical supplies and equipment. With 24-hour on-call service, Grace Home Respiratory has dedicated, experienced staff to help you when you need it most, improving your quality of life, and now offering free shipping directly to your home. Call Grace Home Respiratory, your local connection for home medical equipment, service, and supplies. 715-832-RESP. Online at ghr-ec.com.
This place is rocking tonight. Chi High and Stevens Point, the regional final. Number 2 ranked team in the state. Number 3 actually in this, or number 3, I believe, in this section. Hudson's number 1. Yeah, and Wausau West is number 2. Stevens Point is the 3 seed. Chi comes in here number 6 seed this evening against Spash. Should be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Cards warming up here, and Spash at the west end of the ice. And Zach Burdick leading them out here tonight. Cards at 11 and 14 overall, and finished up kind of bottom half of the BRC, and Spash 9-1 in the Valley Conference. They were tied with Wausau West at the end of the year. The teams split games this season, and it was really those two teams. And the next team was 5-5. Those two teams were 9-1 in the Valley Conference. It was really a two-team race.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are incredible. Just watching them warm up, they're just crisp. They shoot the puck well. They move fast, and it's going to be a challenge, right? But in the playoffs, anything can happen. And Chi High is playing with house money. They're not expected to win this game. They're not expected to compete. So
true, so true. Well, the place is filling up. I don't think too many who watched the Northland Pines team beat Wisconsin Valley a few minutes ago in overtime in the girls regional. I don't think too many of them have left here. This KB Willett Arena on the campus of UW Stevens Point here is really filled up, and fans are going to enjoy some very good boys hockey here tonight. Cards coming off that 3-1 win over Ram. It was a tight one, 1-1 in the third, and then they got a late third period goal to go on top 2-1, and then the empty netter. And Stevens Point's had a little more time to rest here, Carter, before this game. They were a higher seed, so they got a bye in the first round. That can be good, that can be bad. Chi High's got to build off the momentum. I believe it was Matthew Fournette with the game-winning goal, 31 seconds left. You got to build off that momentum, take that into this game, and just play confident. Yeah, at Stevens Point, they haven't played for a while here, so maybe they have to kick the rust off a little bit, and this is what the situation they came into last year's game, where we beat them 4-1 here. They had not played a game, and maybe it hurt them coming into that contest. Huh? Yeah, absolutely, but I don't think their coach was going to let that happen this time. So. But we have been the bugaboo for Spash the last 2 years here. Beat them in the 2014, beat them over at Hudson for the sectional final to go to state. And then last year, well, we've talked about last year, 4-1 win. Jackson LeMay, a couple of goals and an assist. And Drew Brovold did everything he could and limited Stevens Point to 1 goal. It was just an amazing effort by then freshman goaltender Drew Brovold. He's a sophomore, more experienced now, steady in net, tall, covers a lot of territory between the pipes here. So it should be a whole lot of fun watching Drew. Hopefully not his last game, but we'll have to wait and see what happens here on a Thursday night high school hockey. Again, if you didn't hear us earlier, CFM played up at Western Wisconsin and their regional game, and Western Wisconsin beat them 4-1. It was close. In fact, CFM had a 2-1 lead, but then Western scored a couple of goals and got an empty netter to win that one 4-1. So Michaela Hogan's team done for the year, but a fine effort up at Somerset here tonight. Chi High and Spash squaring off here at KB Willett in Stevens Point. We'll take another break and come back and see if we can catch up with Matt Lukowitz on our Cardinal Countdown pregame show. This is Cards Hockey on WOGO Radio and our WOGO YouTube channel.
I'm Luke Lucier.
And I'm Dana Lucier.
And at Peterson Volker Funeral Chapel and Cremation Services, we are honored to serve our Chippewa Falls community.
In life's hardest times, we are there for you and your family. No one should walk through grief alone.
At Peterson Volker, we know that every life is unique,
which is why we create a personalized service to honor their legacy.
Compassion and kindness in the moments you need it most.
Learn more at petersonvolker.com.
That's petersonvolker.com.
Wheaton Grain Incorporated and Chippewa Valley Grain Transport, a family-run, full-service grain elevator and trucking company. Over 30 trucks dispatched throughout the Midwest every day. Customer-oriented and family-run. Wheaton Grain Incorporated and Chippewa Valley Grain Transport is here to serve you in both Chippewa Falls and Connorsville. Go to WheatonGrain.com for cash bids, futures, and grading schedules. And get more done every day by downloading their new mobile app. Learn more at WheatonGrain.com.
Every parent knows their child is special, but at Smiles in Motion Pediatric Dentistry, that's exactly how my child and I feel.
At Smiles in Motion, their focus is on providing truly special dental care and experiences so children develop healthy dental habits for a lifetime. Their board-certified pediatric dentists are specialists in the smiles of infants, children, and teens, including those with special needs. They're experts in pediatrics and in having fun. Meet the team and take a tour of our amazing child-friendly office at sim4kids.com.
Have you ever worried about what would happen if you or a loved one needed help but couldn't reach a phone? Help is just a push button away with 24/7 in West Wisconsin Telecom's medical alert systems. Installed by professionals, you're guaranteed to stay connected 24/7. New technologies follow seniors' activity and don't even require you to be wearing a device. You can be confident your family is safe with fast response times and a variety of sensors. Don't wait for an emergency to happen. Visit wwt.net/medical or call 231-2000.
Yep, it's cold. And as you're spending extra time indoors, you realize it's time for a change. No, not a tropical getaway. Something a little more practical, like that long overdue bathroom remodel from WIAA Plumbing and Heating. Treat yourself to a walk-in shower and add grab bars for extra safety. Or finally adding that extra bathroom in the basement. Call WIAA Plumbing and Heating for a free estimate and make the dream happen.
Remember when you were a kid and broke that window? Remember how bad you felt when Mom and Dad found out? Mom made everything okay with hot cookies. Dad called White City Glass to fix it. That was years ago. When someone little you know breaks one of your windows, bake the cookies and call White City Glass. They're in the business of fixing broken glass of any kind. White City Glass, helping people of all ages since 1967.
Chi-High Hockey, playoff hockey at Stevens Point tonight. Smash hosting the Cards. This is Cardinal Countdown, and let's get downstairs. Carter Jager is with head coach Matt Lukowitz. Carter?
Yeah, and I'm here with Coach. And Coach, let's start with them. They're known for their speed. How are you going to be able to slow them down today and kind of control the game?
Yeah, that's not something you do easily. We know what they have for speed. We've seen it. We've watched it. You can talk about it. You can practice it. But then you get out here and you see real game speed. All you can do is game plan for it. Be mentally ready. Make sure that you're giving yourself enough space because, when you know somebody that's coming at you has more speed than you do, whether you're a defenseman, a forward, back checking, or whatever you are, you got to know that you got to give them some, right? And you got to be in a good position. You got to play defensive hockey. So that's where it starts. It starts with playing bodies and stuff like that too, but you know what? They're physical too. They're not scared. They come out of their zone real quick. That puck can be down there in just a split second. All three forwards are coming out of the zone, and three forwards are trapped. We've seen it in video all year long for them. We know they got speed. All we can do is be prepared and do our best to make sure we don't get beat by it.
Drew Brovold's been so good in the regular season this year. What can your team do to help him out tonight?
We've got to do the same things we've been doing. With our successes this year have come off of our D being engaged, helping him out with second pucks, third pucks sometimes, making sure that they're clearing guys out, making sure they're getting sticks. Drew's very good when it comes to that first shot. It's very rare that he gets beat on that first shot, but when he's on, he's tough to beat. But he can't make 3-4 saves. So we have to make sure that we're doing our part on defense, and when I say defense, I don't mean defensemen. I mean on defense. All of our forwards, all of our D have to play good defense.
Last one for you. What do you guys need to do today to keep this game tight and maybe pull it off?
I just said it. If we're not a team that's going to be prolific at scoring and lighten up the score sheet. We're just not that. We haven't done it all year. Nor do we think we are. We know that we have to keep it a defensive game. So that's where it starts. That is our game. And when we can do that, we've shown that when we're in games, we can win those games. If we don't, it's very difficult for us to come from behind. It's happened very rarely this year. So a team like this, you can't get down on too far. They're going to take it to you. So we have to play good defense.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Carter Jager with Matt Lukowitz, head coach of the Cards, downstairs at ice level ahead of this regional final between the Cards and the Stevens Point Panthers. Well, the WIAA website now has a one-stop page for all the state tournament information It's called Tournament Central. The page displays links for users seeking information about the state tournaments, including schedules, tickets, parking venue, carry-in policies, previews, that kind of thing. So it's Tournament Central at the WIAA State Tournament. All you have to do is click State Tourney Central, the graphic on the WIAA website. Cards and Smash here tonight. Greg and Carter on hand. Our video producer, Sam Aberley. Our audio producer back at home base, Conley Engelmeyer. And this place has really been, the decimal level's been high all night. And we expect more of that coming up in the next game here.
Absolutely, you can feel the energy in this building. It's much different than a regular season atmosphere. And as a player, man, this is what you live for. This is going to be fun for them. Just the adrenaline that comes from playoff games is special. So
definitely, no doubt about that. Well, Wiersgala Plumbing and Heating offers a wide variety of services, from repairing leaky faucets to installing grab bars, coordinating your kitchen or bathroom remodel project, installing air purification systems, and so much more. Large job or small, call the pros at Wiersgala Plumbing and Heating. Thanks to all our sponsors making high school hockey possible on WOGO and our WOGO YouTube channel. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and you'll never miss a game. Got, of course, basketball coming up next week. Playoff basketball for the girls first, then the boys. And hopefully we can extend the hockey season here for Chi High with a win on the road against number 2 ranked Smash. This is Cardinal Countdown. We'll take another break just a few minutes away from puck drop from KB Willett in Stevens Point. This is Cards Hockey on WOGO Radio and our WOGO YouTube channel.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
If you can dream it, Stelter can make it happen. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has taken pride in turning dreams into reality with the absolute highest quality concrete built to last. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, ensuring only the best ready-mix concrete. And if you need materials delivered or hauled away, Stelter Inc. has a fleet of dump trucks to serve you and even provides the driver. When you expect the best, Stelter delivers every time. Start today at StelterIncorporated.com.
At Royal Credit Union, we believe in banking with purpose. That's why we're here for you and your community with people first service, local support, and all the accounts and loans you need to help reach your financial goals. As a not-for-profit cooperative, everything we do benefits the people and communities we serve, because Royal isn't just where you bank, it's where you belong. Experience the Royal Credit Union difference and learn more at rcu.org/royal support. Insured by NCUA. Loans subject to credit approval. Equal credit opportunity.
From businesses to homes, rental properties to ATVs, think Maurer Sperry Insurance in Chippewa Falls. Family run for 4 generations, Maurer Sperry Insurance is one of the oldest insurance agencies in the country, with coverage you can count on from a local team you trust. As an independent insurance agency, we find the companies that best fit your family's needs and budget. Based in Chippewa Falls, Maurer Sperry Insurance Agency, protecting people, empowering businesses. Learn more and get a quote at MauerINS.com.
Hi, I'm Holly Bovey from Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. My husband and I are lifelong residents of Chippewa Falls, and as Chi High alumni, we are proud to support all Chippewa Falls athletics and activities. Chippewa Falls really is a great place to live, work, and raise a family. I've been helping people buy and sell houses in Chippewa Falls for over 25 years. If you are ready to make a move, call or text me at 715-577-HOME. You can also find me on Facebook or at hollybovey.com.
Did you know your body is made up of 60% water and your blood is 90% water? Just another reason why it's so important you have the cleanest, most refreshing drinking water in your home. Experience a well-hydrated life. Book your free home water analysis at GibsonsWaterCare.com. No long-term contracts, locally owned, American-made products. Need a plumber? Gibsons can help with basic plumbing needs too. Go online to Gibsons Water Care for more details.
Cards on a road trip here tonight to KB Willett in Stevens Point. Game getting about a half an hour late because of the girls' regional final game that went into overtime between Northland Pines and the home team, the Wisconsin Valley Union, and Pines won that no T, so they advance, and Valley Union season is over. Here's the goalie matchup tonight for Spash, the junior Zach Burdick, who won the job about a third of the way through the season. He is 17-3. His pitched 9 shutouts and a goals against average of 1.25, save percentage of .940. For the Cards, Andrew Brovold, the Rock of Gibraltar there, 9-13, his record. He's got 5 shutouts, goals against average of 3.16, and a save percentage of .922. And a guy who's going to be the key here for Chi High if they're going to pull out another stunner on Spash's home ice.
Well, like Coach said, they're not Stevens Point. They're not going to beat you by scoring goals.
Right.
They're going to beat you by playing defense. They're going to beat you by Drew stopping pucks. And that's the thing they have to do tonight, because they're not going to run up the score. They're not going to be able to play in a 6-6 hockey game.
And as Matt Luckwood said, they're not a comeback team. They're, if they get down by 3 or 4 goals, they're going to be in deep trouble here.
Yeah.
So they got to keep it close early. Maybe, pick up a greasy goal someplace here and surprise them and get ahead. And maybe they'll put some pressure on Spash, and they'll start to, take their sticks and whittle them down there a little bit and get some pressure feeling here.
Exactly. When it's 0-0, both teams feel the pressure, but if Chi High is able to net that first goal, then the pressure automatically flips to Spash, because they're supposed to win this game. And Chi High can play free. They can play their game.
You bet. So the teams have been out for their warm-ups, and in just a few seconds, they'll be here for the introduction. Stelter Incorporated works every day to bring you the absolute highest quality and longest-lasting concrete with a fleet of dump trucks and drivers at your service. 3 generations of turning dreams into reality. Stelter Incorporated. Here come the referees. The lights have been dimmed, and they've got the spotlight on the door where Spash players have come out here, and the music is going to come up. This is really home ice advantage,
yes,
isn't it?
It's fun. It's fun.
With the show going on here. Here comes Chi High, Drew Brovold and company, hitting the ice, and the fans have made the trip over from Chippewa Falls, loving it. A huge roar of excitement and applause as the Cards came out of their locker room. And Stevens Point judiciously waiting to come out here tonight. As Chi High hits the goal line here, they're going to come out second with the eruption of the home crowd here tonight. Panthers at 21-3 on the year. And of course, when you lose only 3 games, you got win streaks going. They're on a 4-game winning streak now. They opened up the season with 10 straight victories. Didn't lose in the month of November or December, and only lost 3 times all year, twice to conference opponents, and then once to Hudson. Here comes Spash. To the music and the applause, and they'll be introduced here tonight on their home ice. Spash in the white jerseys with the black breezers and red and black trim. Chi High in the home black uniforms, looking pretty snazzy. And the public address announcer is going to announce the starting lineups. That first line for them of Schrader, Molsky, and Miller is just fantastic. And then they've got some outstanding defensive players that play good D and score, and a goaltender that has been incredible all year long for Stevens Point. Here's Drew Brovold stepping up as he is introduced. The sophomore had a steady year and really played terrific the other night against Ram. Really kept his team in that game and helped them advance. He made some sensational saves. Burmeister at 1D. Here's Andrew Hebert, the freshman who's contributed so much. on that forward line. Dane Krista, the team's leading scorer, comes out, number 9. And to complete the line for Chi High, it's Matt Burnett, number 16, as he comes out. And Stevens Point coming out here next. They'll be introduced. The Cards players skate up to the line, the blue line, and await the introductions for Stevens Point with the big production here. Spash, one of the bigger schools in the state. Zach Burdick is our starting goaltender. He's a junior. And their defense, Jackson Fleece is 1D. He is a sophomore. Reed Molsky, the other D. 3 sets of brothers on this team. A couple of them are twins, the Schrader twins. Miller, Molsky, and Schrader up front for head coach Matt Colcamp. And here's another Schrader. Not a tall player, number 13, Bo Schrader. He's a defenseman, but he can fly. So there you go, starting lineups. We'll be ready for hockey next here on WOGO. Hallie Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls is Cards Hockey. WOGO on our YouTube channel.
At Freeze Financial Group, we work with clients to understand their life goals by helping build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Our mission is to help make lives better, clients, team, and community by optimizing true wealth. We are proud to support the Chi High hockey team and their run to the playoffs this season. Go Cards! Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Freeze Financial Group is not a broker-dealer and is independent of RJFS. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Services Advisors, Inc.
Hi, I'm Justin Check, lifetime member of the Check Law Office team. As a former Chi High and college quarterback and now a Division II quarterbacks coach, I know the importance of having a solid team on your side. Athletics has also taught me the importance of leadership, community, and dedication. These are the same skills that my dad brought to the Chippewa Valley and built his firm around 25 years ago. Communication, dedication, experience, trust. The same characteristics you want in a team, you need in your attorney. The Check Law Firm motto has always been teamwork. Don't hesitate to join our team.
Building a custom home can be daunting, but it doesn't have to be. At Ashley Construction, we make the process seamless and enjoyable. With 3D drafting, thoughtful design, accurate estimates, and expert guidance from start to finish, we take the stress out of building your dream home. Our innovative processes and the latest technology ensure a fun and rewarding experience. Our talented team of experts is dedicated to creating your high-quality custom home. Enjoy the full design build experience right here in the Chippewa Valley. Contact Ashley Construction today to get started.
At Northwestern Bank, everything we do comes back to our mission, building stronger communities where people matter. This is Tracy Smiskey, Market President at Northwestern Bank. Every day we provide all the great services and conveniences of modern banking, but know that it's our relationships with people that matter most. Because at Northwestern Bank, we believe that every person is valuable, and that's what makes our communities strong. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
On the court, the field, and the ice, leaders stand out. They innovate, inspire, and win at the highest level. And at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, they are the unquestioned leaders in orthopedic, brain, and spine care. Whether it's surgery to get your athlete back in the game or managing chronic pain so you can enjoy life again, call Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Altoona and Chippewa Falls, with a new and improved clinic and surgery center now open in Rice Lake. Book your appointment at cvosm.com.
Add value and beauty to your home with Post Glass and Mirror. Ensure every day starts better with a gorgeous custom shower door. Did you know that adding mirrors to a room can make it feel 2 times bigger? Post Glass and Mirror has many styles and shapes of mirrors to choose from. And does condensation gathering inside your windows make them look like they're crying? Don't end up shedding tears yourself over high energy bills. Call Post Glass and Mirror today. Post Glass and Mirror in Chippewa Falls. Free estimates. Start today at postglassandmirror.com.
Regional final hockey tonight, Chi High on the road at Stevens Point. It is Schrader, Molsky, and Miller up front for Stevens Point for the Cards. They'll counter with Matt Fournette on the center. And the wings, I should say, it's not Fournette. There's a shot on that. It's going to be Dane Krista centering Fournette and Andrew Hebert. And a first shot on net goes for Stevens Point here against Drew Brovold. Easy save right there as the traffic cleared out. We're underway, Stevens Point and Chi High. A little later tonight because of an overtime girls regional final on the same sheet of ice. This one bounced off the wall. It's right on. And Burdick makes the save and hands off to his D. Cards have it out at neutral ice. They hammer it in just slightly into the Stevens Point zone. Now it pops back out. Here comes Point. Across the line is Schrader. Cards ticked it off his stick, and it's loose out at neutral ice. Cards going to bump this one in. That's Krista. He'll fly off on the player change here. Just 45 seconds gone in the period. And we got a penalty coming up on Point as Franzway was dragged down. And Stevens Point will give Chi High the power play. Jackson Fleece is going to sit for 2 minutes for tripping here.
You can just feel the energy right now. Both teams playing fast, both teams playing fierce, and attacking the net right away. You get a power play now. You got to capitalize on it. Here's your fast start that we talked about.
Well, I hope so. Cards have struggled on the power play this year, just a little over 14%. But let's see what they can do. There's a quick shot on net by Burmeister. High in the zone, just inside the blue line. Swallowed up by Burdick, but it was a high velocity shot. Spash on the kill at 91.9%. Those are good numbers for Stevens Point. This one bounced off the fence on the far side. Chi High corrals it. Now Stevens Point lobs this one all the way down. And on his horse is Benny Abbott, who can fly out there. And Chi High gets organized on the power play. Here's a long pitch ahead intended for Franzway, but just beyond him, they tried that stretch pass. And I should say Matt Fournette could not catch it. So it's going to come back in the Chi High zone. Minute 35 left to go in the power play. Cards have scored 13 power play goals on the season. This went along the rail on the far side. Stevens Point coming up with it, harassing Chi High in the breakout. Benny Abbott down there. Not a tall player also for Spash is Fletcher Schrader, very small player on defense, but he's got some wheels. This one comes to the Chi High blue line. Going to be hauled in right there by Benny Abbott for Stevens Point. He'll drop it in, and they'll set up a wall at the Stevens Point blue line. Here's Chi High. Fournette comes in, beats him, shoots, and just wide. Bounces hard off the inboards all the way back down to the Chi High zone. It's going to roll right along the yellow ribbon. And going to be picked up by Eli Burmeister.
Good look there for Fournette.
Here is Netter right now. Across the line. As he is bumped as he came in. The puck springs loose, and Burmeister will gather it up and skate up through center ice in the center circle now. Launches one ahead for Netter. Here is Matt. He tries to find it. That is dropped on a hard check on the inboards from Beckett Carroll, and he'll pick it up right now and skate up the ice. Carroll weaves his way up. Now he'll drop back, dragging some time off the clock. Just 18 seconds left to go in the Cardinal power play. This one glanced off the wall by Middlestat for Point. And worked deep in the Chi High zone. Cards on the break right now. They'll lift it up in the air. Got past the stick of Ostricki. Icing's going to be called. I thought they might wave it off. I'm surprised, but it's going to come back in the Chi High zone here. Cards 0 for 1 in the early power play. 14-11 left to go. Just underway here in the first period.
Got to keep attacking the net. Got to keep getting pucks to the net. That's how you're going to score.
Ashley Construction, your first choice for custom homes. Learn more at ashleyconstruction.co. There's a drop. Chi High's got it. And a lead pass now for Zach Black. He can move. Black drops this one to the left side of Burdick. He'll ram it around. The goaltender comes out hard around the wall, and it's going to be out to center ice. and just in the Stevens Point zone. And here comes Spash right now. Middlestat moves in, fires a shot wide of the cage. Cards get 3 players on it. One of the Chi-High players fell, and it's turned over in the zone. That was Carter Johnson, who got upended by his own teammate there, and a clean shot by Spash, but easily saved by Drew Brobold. 13:40 left to go here in the first. Shots on goal 2-1 in favor of Spash. Low shots total so far pretty slim right now. Chi-High backs it off the end wall. Here is Andrew Fournette. And he'll ram this one up on the fence on the far side. And here comes Matt Fournette across the line. He has a shot blocked by Molsky. Loose out in front. Turnover for Stevens Point. Here they come up the ice. They march up on the right wing side, and Ostricki's got it. Fires one into the right wing corner. And the first guy to get there is Austin Fournette. The Netter boys out here tonight, Austin and Matt. And this one under the stick of a Stevens Point player is going to sail all the way back on net. And Burdick will lead his team out. Chi-High intercepts as it was coming out, and trying to chase it down now is Carter Johnson. Johnson bodied in behind the goaltender at Stevens Point. Now will counter. Point's got it along the blue line, Chi-High blue line. Coming in is Grady Miller. Big check by the Cards on that one. Dane Krista. And here's a backdoor try. Stricky took a feed from the corner and fanned on it. Now it comes back out to neutral ice. A one-hopper on net. It was going to go wide, but Drew comes out and stops that one. Cards charging up the ice. Now they're stopped at neutral. Here's Chi-High, and it is Colin Seibert. Seibert turns, and Chi-High's going to get called for icing right here with 12:04 left to go in the first period. No score, Stevens Point and the Cards.
That was a really impressive pass by Molsky over to the left circle, and he just feigned on a shot, but he had an open net.
He sure did.
That's where your defenseman got to knock away that pass.
They do. They got to clean it up. Here's Fletcher Schrader against the Cards' Sam Johnson, who's back after an injury. One-timer, that one blocked out in front. Robo lost his stick for a moment, now picks it up. The Cards trying to snipe one here, and he Johnson! Oh! He fires! Sam Johnson!
What a shot!
Oh my goodness, what a shot by Sam Johnson. The smallish Sam Johnson scores for Chi-High, and the Cards have a 1-0 lead over the number 2 ranked Stevens Point Panthers.
We talked about fast starts, and right there in the neutral zone, he out-muscled the Panthers defender and sniped it. And what a play by Sam Johnson.
5:12 of the period. What a huge goal, his 3rd of the season. Sam Johnson puts Chi-High up on top here, and here comes Stevens Point, and a shot on the glove side of Drew Brobold by Johnny Weiss. And now Chi-High comes back in again. Here's Matt Fournette with a one-timer. That one fought off by Burdick, and Stevens Point will grab it and head up the ice. Here they come. It's Poirier, who got the puck to the top of the circle, then had it chipped off his stick, and it comes back now to the point for Middlestat. He'll feather this one down low. Chi-High with the INT here, bangs it off the wall, and it's going to come down to the Cards with a player change right here. Stevens Point, little tap pass there, and it is Carter Johnson behind the traffic, turns, fires a backhander on net. That one was saved and sticked into the corner by Burdick, and Chi-High will launch one from center ice all the way into the Stevens Point zone. 10:44 left to go. Cards up 1-0 on the Sam Johnson score at 5:12. Here comes Spash, and sailing through the paint was Molsky, Grant Molsky, the team's leading scorer, and the puck was chipped off his stick as he came in and sailed right through the blue paint in front of Drew Brobold. Here's a quick shot by Schrader as he stopped and got down to the low part of the circle, and Stevens Point's got it right now. They'll drop it in low and try to cycle around. Schrader's got it right now. They come back to the point. This one foisted Rink wide now. The shot on net. The save by Brobold. Shots 4-4. Drew right there, and he squares up to the shot. Here is Stevens Point. Centering pass right there. Cut off by the Cards. But Easton Skelton can't hang on to it. Now it's pinched up against the wall on the far side. And Molsky fighting through traffic will haul this one back for the point. A shot on net, hit traffic out in front. Rebound try by Schrader, Brian Schrader. And that one is eaten up by Drew with 9:39 left to go. Now shot 6-4 in favor of the home team.
That was too much zone time there.
Yep.
You got to be able to
Absolutely.
clear the puck quicker than that. Your goaltender can only do so much.
Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter, and proud to support local athletics and Chi-Hi hockey. Going to get a player tossed in the dot right now. It's Schrader and Matt Fournette. And a win by Schrader, and they get it back to the point. Quick wrist shot. Another rebound try, hit traffic off the stick of Carroll, and Chi-Hi marches out of the zone. Here is Fournette, dragged down, but no call there. He didn't go to the ice, but he was definitely impeded. Here is Krista, going cross ice for Fournette. He was heading down the seam, and Stevens Point's got it right now. Here they come. Long stretch pass right here for Benny Abbott. Abbott pushed a little bit as he came down on the right side, and Stevens Point going back to the point. Here is Carroll, who tried to launch a shot, couldn't do it. Takes a pass, and Carroll right now rolls along the blue line. Now they'll go cross ice. And this one on the half wall, peeled off by Schrader and intercepted by Chi-Hi and cleared. And this is going to be an icing call right here against the Cards. And that's okay. We'll take some icings. We'll take some stoppage of play in our own zone if we need to tonight, just to kind of slow things down. I think would be good.
That possession, they were really good with breaking up passes in the lane. Did a really nice job there, but you see the speed of Stevens Point. The breakout pass was beautiful, and he was in immediately.
They've got incredible speed. There's a drop inside the Chi-Hi defensive zone. Tipped at by Stevens Point. One-timer on net, saved by Brobold, and the puck springs back out to neutral, and Chi-Hi trying to race to get it in the Spash zone. Now it's the hard around. Till tip pass, Johnny Weiss going over to Middlestad. Turns, fires a shot through some traffic, and it just missed the left post. Here is Stevens Point again, and a shot as Fleece was wheeling and dealing just inside the blue line. Now it's pinned up against the back wall. Stevens Point trying to haul it out. Cards trying to protect the goaltender, and a one-timer off the glass, and going to ricochet all the way down the ice, and Chi-Hi will make a wholesale change right here. Cards need to get back in time. Stevens Point had a player offside. Johnny Weiss was just inside the blue line as he took the feed there with 7:51 left to go. So that was a break for the Cards.
If they weren't offsides, that was a breakaway because Cardinals got caught on a change.
Even though it's a bench is close to our D zone right now, everybody came in, and Stevens Point's so fast that they can really make you hurt with that.
You got to have your defensemen, at least one of them, stay out there.
Face off and neutral ice. Spash has got it. They ram it off the wall on the far side, but tracked down by the Cards. That's Andrew Fournette. Fournette rifled one on the boards, but it's picked off by Stevens Point. A shot on net, saved by Brobold. He'll pounce on it. As Spash was just ramming at it. There's Bo Schrader in there just digging at the puck. But Brobold had it under his mitt. 7:32 left to go as he looks back at the scoreboard here. Shots 10-4 now in favor of Spash, but the Cards need it 1-0 on the Sam Johnson goal. This one picked off on the exit pass. Here's a shot on net by Ostricki, one of the Ostricki boys, and that one ricocheted off a stick and into the netting behind Drew.
A bad pass, but a really good stick by Austin Fournette deflecting that wide. I mean, that was a clean look.
Cards on the breakout had it intercepted. Boy, you just cannot give this team anything here. 7:22 left to go, first period. And the face-off to the glove side of Brobold, and Chi-Hi's got it right now. Backing up is Dane Krista. He tried to lob one out. That one was intercepted. Stevens Point's got it. Krista in the mix, and Dane will drop this one off the backhand as Andrew Hebert races down. Hebert with the intercept, and we've got a penalty coming up here. Hebert trying to beat the Stevens Point D back to their own goaltender. And I think Smash got a little lackadaisical there, but Hebert is going to get the call here as he was kind of using the stick back there, and I think it's a slash call on Andrew.
Love the hustle there, though. Got a good shot.
Stevens Point, their first power play of the night. Man, do they have a power play, 36.8%. And they work the umbrella right now. Here is Weiss. Pardon me, Molsky up top. And they get it to Carroll. Carroll hands off right wing side for Poirier. Back to Molsky as he went cross ice, but he couldn't handle it. And he'll retreat and pick the rock back up again. Molsky weaves his way around, right circle, down behind underneath the net, and try to wrap around in a backhand. And there's Brobold, and Molsky looks up to the ceiling like, man, how do I beat this guy? Try the wrap around in the back back end of the stick there.
Just got the edge of the skate there.
Molsky against Zach Black, the two number twos on the ice here. Stevens Point in the power play, they win the draw, and they patiently work the puck around. Now they try to go backdoor for Abbott. He was tied up as he was down low. Here's a shot. This one on the near side for Poirier. And the Cards get a break as the puck sails back in the Stevens Point zone. Chi High will change up some players out there. Burmeister's on the ice now. Dane Christa back on the ice, and here's Stevens Point. It is Grady Miller. Fake the shot, now he'll back up. Miller goes cross ice now for Poirier. Back to Miller in the high slot. Turns and went down to one knee and gunned one in, but it went wide. Stevens Point trailing 1-0, but they are buzzing right now. Chi High with the INT, and here's Dane Christa. Can he get a breakaway? Christa into the zone. Stevens Point's going to catch up. He did take a shot, but that one went over the crossbar, and he'll retreat as the Cards are down a man right here. 30 seconds left to go. Here's a pass for Molsky. He didn't know it was coming and lost it. And Chi High with the INT right here. And Dane Christa will fire this one up into the rafters, and it's going to stay in the Chi High zone for the draw. Coming up here with 18 seconds left to go on the Spash power play.
It's the little things. That didn't have to be that high, and then it's all the way down the ice, and you're wasting the rest of the power play.
This is not a high ceiling building here. I think actually Chippewa Arena is maybe not as high, but it's almost similar in height here. Spash has got it right now. Here's Fleece at the point. Fleece sent one in, took a return pass from Schrader, and Chi High will send this one to the wall. 5 seconds left to go in the power play. The intercept right there for the Cards. Good job by Easton Skelton, and the Cards are back to full strength as Carter Johnson hits the ice. 4:53 left to go in the first. Sam Johnson's goal holding up right now for Chi High in this regional final, trying to stun Spash again. This one comes over on the near side. Ostricki will drop it on the hand, and Chi High with a chance right here. Zach Black, he's got wheels. Zach moves in, fires a shot that's eaten up by the goaltender Burdick. He was trying to go low, maybe even 5-hole. Zach Black, he's got the fastest wheels on the team for Chi High, and you knew he was smelling gold there. You knew he was going to give it everything he had.
Well, like Coach talked about before the game, the sticks in the lane are why Chi High was able to clear that power play.
4:33 left to go, first period. Here's a clean win. Back to Dane Christa. His shot just sailed over the crossbar. Ricochets off the inboards, and it's going to come back on the near wing for Colin Seibert. He'll backpedal, fire one in, and the Cards trying to chase it down. Andrew Hebert, the freshman, number 5. Here's a shot, a great one by Dane Christa, and Burdick got his pad on it just in the nick. And Stevens Point has got it right now on the breakout. Here is Molsky. Molsky up the ice on the near side. The Molsky brothers, Grant and Reed. That was Reed, and this one comes back to Reed right now. He went cross ice. Nice read on the pass there by Dane Christa. He'll go to Fournette on the wide side. Netter's going to skate off on the change right now. on this first line, and Krista will follow. And here comes the goal scorer, Sam Johnson, on the ice. It is Johnny Weiss who comes in for Stevens Point. He's a tall player. He's going to spin off on the change himself. Of fire one right wing corner. 3:22 left to go here in the first period. Chi High, they'll throw it down the ice. Icing's going to be waved off. As they said, Schrader should have had that one. And here comes Sam Johnson trying to surprise Stevens Point again. Traffic out in front. They collapsed on Burdick. And this one's going to pop back out to neutral ice. Number 7 is all over it here tonight. He's got a goal, and he nearly picked up his second tally of the evening on that one. Stevens Point now works it up to Molsky, and a quick shot on net, a wrister by Grady Miller. And Drew Brobold makes that save with 2:47 left to go. And the first shots are 13-8 in favor of Spash. But we lead it on a Sam Johnson goal, 1-0. Here is Zach Black against Fletcher Schrader. A couple of brothers on this, Schrader brothers on this team, and they're twins on this team. And the puck is sent right wing corner. Chi High in the break. Carter Johnson touched it. Here is Black. Black puts on the afterburners, comes into the zone. He'll put a heart around from right to left. Carter Johnson's got it in the elbow. And now it's picked off, and where is it? Who's going to come up with it? Zach Black saw it as he was clearing back on the back check and threw that one in to the right wing corner. Carter Johnson trying to center up. It was cut off by Ostricki, and loose behind the net. Here's a one-timer, a feed for Easton Skelton, and he pumped one in, but a big save by Burdick with 2:01 left to go in the period. Here's a long pass for Stevens Point. Into the zone too quickly was Benny Abbott. And an offsides call right here will stop play with 1:56 left to go in this first period. Smiles in Motion Pediatric Dentistry, a dental office created just for kids. Smiles in Motion has locations in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, Eau Claire, Menominee, Hudson, and Amory. It's sim4kids.com. It's sim4kids.com. Launched into the left wing corner by Stevens Point with 1:49 left to go in this first period. Comes back to the point, a shot through traffic, off the stick of Jackson Fleece, and a scramble for it, and somehow it stayed out. And it comes back to the point. Fleece backs up, keeps it inside the zone, and a whistle stops play. We're going to have a slash call right here, and our third penalty of the game is going to come, and it's going to go against Chi High, as Andrew Aber is going to sit for 2 on the slash.
Hard part about that is it's at the end of the period. So now if you take this to the end of the period, you're gaining momentum. But if they score, the momentum's right back on their side.
The slash puts Spash on the power play with 1.5 minutes left to go here in this first period. Stevens Point's got it. Here is Poirier. He'll go on the near side. His defensive partner, Beckett Carroll, or at least on this power play. Poirier up top. Second unit for Stevens Point to Beckett as he cheated into the point to the top of the circle and gathered in by Carroll again. Carroll's got it. A one-timer on net. That one skipped over the stick of Drew Brobold and hit the glass behind him. And here is Beckett Carroll right now. They go in the high slot for Poirier. Poirier launches one off to the right wing side. Poirier now to Beckett. And a shot on net, they score. Grady Miller on the right side makes it 1-1. And that, my friends, is why their power play is nearly 40%.
Just a great pass. Beckett Carroll from the left circle. Centered. And Grady Miller went 5-hole. And just like that, we're tied. And now Chi High's got to respond.
Power play goal there at 16-12 of the period. Man, they move that puck around beautifully, don't they? And there's a drop of the puck at center ice. We're all tied up at 1 apiece, but the Cards have had some good chances here tonight. Sam Johnson scored. He had nearly another score. Here's a backhand shot by Westrick. That's ripped out of the air by Drew Brobold. I tell you what, they went back and forth and finally had Drew looking the other way, or at least cheating the other way in the crease, and beat him on that right side. Sure do. 30 seconds left to go in the period. We're tied at 1 apiece. 5 apiece on the ice, 5 on 5. And it comes back for Jackson Fleece. Fleece feathers one down low, cut off by the Cards. It's sent back out. 18 seconds left to go. Time ticking down in this first period. Dumped in by Spash, and Andrew Fournette, or Austin Fournette is there first. Left out in front, and the Cards, they can't clean it up. And with 4.9 seconds left to go, Teddy Westrick scores. That was even strength. And Stevens Point is finally broken up on top here. Cards just could not get that puck out. They had the puck right in front of Drew Brovold, and Chai just couldn't clean it up.
Coach is arguing he wants a tripping call. It was clearly knocked to the ground. They didn't call anything, and it allowed pretty much a power play, a 4-on-5 for a little bit. And I think it bounced off a Chi High player and in. I mean,
it might have.
Scramble in front of the net, but
Sam Johnson was down there, and he couldn't find the puck, and here's the top of the puck at center ice off the score, and that's going to end the period. Shot's going to be 21-10 in favor of Spash here. I tell you what, Carter, Chi High has played with Stevens Point here tonight, even though they lead in the shot department. Cards have had a number of chances on their goaltender, and they just got to hang in here, get that game tire, and just take it one shift at a time here tonight.
They outskated Stevens Point in that first period. The only problem is Stevens Point got the bounce. Chi High didn't, and now they're up 2-1. And we talked about the momentum of trying to kill that power play right before. And when it was 1-0, and all of a sudden Stevens Point now has 2 goals, and you're going in the locker room with a whole different feeling.
So Westrick with his 9th goal of the year makes it 2-1. And you can see Jason Christ out there, the assistant coach, kind of talking to the referees. Chi High went to the locker room, trailing 2-1, and those late period goals are really killers, aren't they?
Absolutely. Again, momentum's a real thing, especially in this playoff atmosphere on the road. And Stevens Point just got it all. So
4.9 seconds left to go in this first period. So Point scores at 16:12 and 16:55, so about 30 seconds apart. And it changed everything, didn't it?
And neither one of them were Brovold's fault. I think that was, the first one was a really good pass, and they just beat them. And then that second one, I don't even know where the puck was for half the time, and then it just went in.
Took a crazy bounce, didn't it? Well, at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their team of highly trained sports medicine orthopedic surgeons and athletic trainers will get you back in the game. Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Altoona and Chippewa Falls, and a new clinic and surgery center in Rice Lake. Greg. Nope. We're not connected here. Nope.
Family run, full service grain elevator and trucking company. Grain Incorporated. Grain
You there?
Wheaton Grain Incorporated and Chippewa Valley Grain Run, full service grain elevator and trucking company. Over 30 trucks dispatched throughout the Midwest every day. Customer oriented and family run. Wheaton Grain Incorporated and Chippewa Valley Grain Transport is here to serve you in both Chippewa Falls and Connorsville. Go to WheatonGrain.com for cash bids, futures, and grading schedules. And get more done every day by downloading their new mobile app. Learn more at WheatonGrain.com.
I've thought about the theme for my son's first birthday party. Safari. But their first trip to the dentist? Not sure where to start.
With advanced training to support infants, children, and teens, the board-certified pediatric dentists at Smiles in Motion Pediatric Dentistry are dedicated to making your child feel comfortable and welcome at every visit. They keep parents involved at every step of your child's dental journey, so you can help keep them smiling and develop healthy dental habits for life. Discover what makes them different at sim4kids.com.
At 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom, we're your complete technology partner. Not only do we offer fast, reliable internet, but so much more. From security cameras and access control to hosted VoIP phone systems that keep your business connected. Don't forget medical alert systems that protect the ones you love. Homes, businesses, communities, one trusted local provider. Contact us at wwt.net or 231-2000.
Think about how much time you spend in your home. Wurz Gala Plumbing and Heating can make it so much more comfortable with radiant floor heating and luxurious bathroom remodels. Water softening and filtration, and whole house air purification, so you can breathe easy. Love your home with Wurz Gala Plumbing and Heating. Call 839-0707. Think about how much time you spend in your home. Wurz Gala Plumbing and Heating can make it so much more comfortable with radiant floor heating and luxurious bathroom remodels. Water softening and filtration. Think about how much time you spend in your home. Wurz Gala Plumbing and Heating can make it so much more comfortable with radiant floor heating and luxurious bathroom remodels. Water softening and filtration, and whole house air purification, so you can breathe easy. Love your home with Wurz Gala Plumbing and Heating. Call 839-0707 or go to wurzgala.com. Think about how much time you spend in your home. Wurz Gala Plumbing and Heating can make it so much more comfortable with radiant floor heating and luxurious bathroom remodels. Water softening and filtration, and whole house air purification, so you can breathe easy. Love your home with Wurz Gala Plumbing and Heating. Call 839-0707 or go to wurzgala.com.
WOGO Radio, Chi High and Stevens Point here tonight. And Spash with a couple of late first period goals leads it 2-1. Sam Johnson scored the Chi High goal at 5:12 in the first, but Chi High couldn't make it stand up here in the first period.
And that's the tough part. I mean, you held them scoreless for the first 16 minutes and then allowed 2 goals in the last 2 minutes. It's tough, but they got to respond now. Now's where you've got to get this one back in the second. You've got to help your goaltender out more. They're still struggling to block those passes through the center.
Yeah, they are just peppering Drew Brovold 21-10 the shots after one period. And so that adds up to, 63 to 30 at the end of the game. And he's not going to be able to stand up to 63 shots on net, so the Card's going to have to help him push Stevens Point to the walls, push him out a little bit and clean things up in front of Brovold, so there won't be a second, third, fourth, fifth shot off a rebound shot coming in to Drew here tonight.
And stay out of the penalty box. There's no reason to take the 2 penalties they did. One was in the offensive zone when the other team had the puck. Yep. I mean, the little things, again, we talk about the little things. They executed it the first 10 minutes and then struggled the next 8 minutes. And so now we're sitting here at a 2-1 game when they really should be in the locker room up 1-0 or at least tied.
Yeah, I agree. That last goal with 4.9 seconds was a tough one for the Cards, as they were buzzing our net and Drew just could not see everything coming at him from both directions. So this one, it's not over. We've got a lot of hockey left to go here. And 2-1 score. Chi High knows now that they can score against Spash. Just got to get a little, look for those sniper goals, look for an intercept in their zone, maybe beating a lazy defenseman back to their end of the ice and come up with a giveaway, a turnover, and who knows what can happen here.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so Chi High and Spash in the locker rooms, and in a few minutes they'll come out, so we'll take a 3-minute break and be back here with more from Stevens Point. This is Cards Hockey on WOGO Radio and our YouTube channel. Back in 3 minutes.
To help simplify life, people are looking to their homes for more comfort and enjoyment. New home builders as well as remodelers are completing their bathroom projects in style with luxury shower doors from White City Glass. 3/8 or half-inch shower doors from White City Glass offer a quality that is evident, making shower time more relaxing any day of the week. Are you ready for luxury, style, and relaxation? Make the right choice for your shower doors. See White City Glass today.
It's truck month at Toyson Ford, and that means savings for you. On approved credit, you can get 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,000 truck month bonus cash on remaining 2025 Ford F-150s. But the savings don't stop there. Now through the end of March, you'll also get 3 visits included on a 2-year, 30,000-mile limited maintenance plan. Oil change and tire rotations are covered. It's a great time to buy, so stop in and see why we're the Valley's best choice at Toyson Ford.
If you can dream it, Stelter can make it happen. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has taken pride in turning dreams into reality with the absolute highest quality concrete built to last. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, ensuring only the best ready-mix concrete. And if you need materials delivered or hauled away, Stelter Inc. has a fleet of dump trucks to serve you and even provides the driver. When you expect the best, Stelter delivers every time. Start today at StelterIncorporated.com.
Royal Credit Union is here to help you plan ahead with health savings accounts that make saving for healthcare simpler and more rewarding. Royal's HSA checking has no monthly fees and easy access with your HSA debit card. And with tiered rates, you can earn more as your balance grows. It's time to start saving for medical expenses tax-free with a Royal HSA. Learn more and open your account at rcu.org/savehsa. Insured by NCUA.
From businesses to homes, rental properties to ATVs, think Mauer Sperry Insurance in Chippewa Falls. Family run for 4 generations, Mauer Sperry Insurance is one of the oldest insurance agencies in the country, with coverage you can count on from a local team you trust. As an independent insurance agency, we find the companies that best fit your family's needs and budget. Based in Chippewa Falls, Mauer Sperry Insurance Agency, protecting people, empowering businesses. Learn more and get a quote at MauerINS.com.
Whether it's home ice, home field, or home court, every team knows the advantage of playing at home. And when your real estate search needs that extra boost as well, call me. Hi, I'm Holly Bovey from Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. And for over 25 years, I've been helping families find their homes right here in Chippewa Falls and the surrounding communities. Put my experience to work for you. Buying or selling, it pays to have that home team advantage. Call me anytime at 715-577-HOME or find me at hollybovey.com.
Cards in Stevens Point here tonight on WOGO and our WOGO YouTube channel. And Chippewa trails this one 2-1 with Spash scoring a couple of late period goals within about a 30-second time frame. The last one at under 5 seconds to play in the first period. And so Chi is going to have to shake that one off. And here comes Matt Lukowitz and Jason Krista, the coaching staff. And I'm sure they just told their players the same thing, to shake it off. Let's start the second period like it's the first and get that goal back and tie it up, and good things can happen.
The hard part about this game is against some other teams, you can get away with the little things.
Yeah.
But Stevens Point's going to make you pay.
Exactly.
And so the slashing call that happens nowhere near any scoring opportunity, they're going to make you pay for that. The not being able to clear your zone, they're going to make you pay for that. And so you may be able to get away with it with worse teams, but when you play the third best team in the state, they're going to make you pay.
Number 2 in the state in the recent poll, 3rd in the section, 3rd seed in the section. Wheaton Grain Incorporated and Chippewa Valley Grain Transport, a family-run full-service grain elevator and trucking company. Go to wheatongrain.com for cash bids, futures, and grading schedules, and to download their new mobile app, Wheaton wheatandgrain.com. It's wheatandgrain.com. Here come the Cards. Drew Brobold will head to the opposite end of the ice, the west side of this building, and cut the paint up right there. And Zach Burdick, the junior closest to us, to our left here. And Chi-Hi going to try to put some pressure on him here in the second period. Again, shots are 21-10 in favor of Spash, and they really lit it up with a couple of power plays here. One power play goal, the other even strength. And Chi-Hi and Spash ready to tango right now. Here's a drop at center ice, and we are underway in the second. Cards trail it 2-1. This one banked off the near wall, hops over the stick of Fournette, and they score! Oh my gosh! It hopped over the stick of Austin Fournette, and it was a backdoor shot on Brobold to make it 3-1. So they score a goal with 4.5 seconds left to go in the first, and then with 9 seconds gone in the third, they make it 3-1.
And that was Grant Molsky, their best player. Just a clear look at the net, and again, that's unacceptable. I mean, a 2-on-1, 9 seconds in, that can't happen.
What a season for Molsky. He leads the team in scoring, his 37th goal of the year. And Chi-Hi now trails it by a deuce. They got to get cooking and play better defensively. And here comes Dane Christo. Drops this one off the end wall, hoping for a favorable bounce. It's going to be corralled by Fournette. And he'll cycle around for Christo. Grady Miller will pick up the assist, and Schrader the other assist, and that line is dynamite. And this one sails back in the Chi-Hi into the ice. Cards will counter, and they bring it out. Long stretch pass there for Fournette. He was harassed in Stevens Point. Now a little touch pass. That was cut off by Chi-Hi for a moment, and now feathered into the Cards end with no icing call right there. Here is Austin Fournette. Fournette bodied a little bit. Puck comes back. They go D to D. One-timer, and that one went in. Oh, my gosh. Now they are just pouring it on. It was redirected by Westrick, and I think it was Westrick. That'd be his second goal of the night.
That was just a shot from the right point. Had no business going in, but Brobold couldn't get the pad over. And all of a sudden, it's 4-1.
Man, 1:10 time of that goal here in the second, and Chi-Hi led it 1-0. Stevens Point woke up, and they've scored the last four actually, to make it 4-1 already. And this one dumped by Spash into the Chi-Hi zone. Cards are stunned right now. We'll see how they react. Here is a turnover. Spash has got it. One time! Oh my gosh! Fletcher Schrader with a laser. He hit the top shelf, and it's 5-1.
I mean,
this one's unraveling here.
I don't even know what to say. I mean, another turnover in the offensive zone. He had a wide open look, and Brobold can't do anything about that.
1:35, time of the goal here in the second. So they have gotten 3 goals in a minute and a half in this period. Unbelievable. But this is why they're ranked second in the state and a most dangerous team down the stretch here. And 5-1. And now they keep playing like this. We're going to have running time here in the second period. Chi-Hi back on their heels right now. It's on the half wall in the Cards zone, pinned up against the yellow stripe, and pulled off by Point. Here's a backhand try. That one off the pads of Brobold and onto the left fence, and retreating is Fletcher Schroeder. He'll hand off to Ostricki, races into the zone, tries to catch it in the corner, going one-on-one with Aiden Sy, loose out in front, and who's got it? Back in the slot, a one-timer off the blocker of Brobold by Johnny Weiss, and this one into the left wing corner. Stevens Point is all over it. They are feeling it right now. 14:20 left to go. Comes back to the point, held there by Poirier. He'll just drop one right wing corner as they try to center it up. Now it is Johnny Weiss has got it for Stevens Point. Back to Poirier. He steps up. Weiss and Poirier kind of back-to-back right there. And Chi High's got some room to maneuver and work the puck back up the ice right now. Here is Burmeister. He'll drop it in and try to chase it down. 13:55 and counting left to go in the period. And here comes Stevens Point on the counter. It is Grant Moski, who just scored a moment ago, the team's top scorer. And he was checked as he came in. Stevens Point with a shot, and it's loose on the left side, but tipped in behind Drew Brovold by Chi High. This one comes back to Poirier. Sails along the blue line, looks for an opening, shoots. Drew with the save right there. Cleaned up by Chi High. And Poirier races back to his own zone to pick it up. 13:23 left to go in this second period. Stevens Point all over it in the second with 3 goals. A late first period goals. Here's a one-timer. Loose out in front. A little bit of a rebound left there, but Drew got it, sticked it into the left wing corner. And let's see what Chi High can do right now. Into the zone, a one-timer by Krista. But a good look at it by the goaltender, Zach Burdick. And he'll hang on right now with this one with 13:02. And shots now piled up 30-11, Carter, in favor of the home team.
Not even 4 minutes in, and they have 10 shots on goal.
Wow. Face off inside the Stevens Point zone. Cards will feather this one back, but Colin Seibert can't handle it, and it drifts into the right wing corner. Stevens Point works it out. Here's a pass for Benny Abbott, turns, puts it on his forehand, fires it over the crossbar, hit hard off the window behind Drew, and they'll work it back to the point. Stepping up is Carroll, and that one ripped out of the air by Drew. And he hangs on with 12:39 left to go in the second period. And the Cards trailing this one 5-1.
Well, they've stopped the bleeding. They haven't allowed a goal in 3 minutes.
Got to get something back here. We can't keep giving them goals here. We gotta narrow that gap here. Puck loose inside the left wing wheel here, inside the Chi High D zone. And Fletcher Schrader pinned up against the wall in the elbow down there. Peeled off, and Stevens Point's got it. Left wing circle, fired. That one hit traffic out in front. The puck in loose along the back wall here and chipped up along the wall. Stepping up the defense for Stevens Point, and they hold the zone. Great job on that one by Beckett Carroll. And this one hammered into the right wing corner, and Spash has got it. Now Chi High with the TO, and here they come. That was Custer. Bodie Custer fires this one wide on the wide side. Chi High trying to use their third line to give the first 2 lines a rest here. And there's a lead pass for Teddy Westrick. He's got a couple of goals here. Westrick had it plucked off his stick on the half wall inside the Chi High D zone. And it comes out, and it's going to be gloved down right there by the Cards. Here's a cross-ice pass intended for Abear. He can't haul it in. And reversing up the ice is Stevens Point. Here is Grant Molsky. Lost the rock, and this one fired into the right wing corner. And the Stevens Point offensive end of the ice. Lifted down the slot. Chi High's able to hammer this one across. No, it was kept on the left point. Nice job that time by Stevens Point. And here is Abear, who pumps one all the way down. And this will be an icing call with 11:04 left to go in the second period. Well, your shopping adventure awaits at Bargain City Superstore. New items added every day with amazing deals on furniture, home goods, clothing, and so much more. Name brands at a fraction of retail price. Bargain City Superstore, Eau Claire, Rice Lake, and next to Micon Cinemas in Chippewa Falls. Back to action. Back to the point. One-timer by Poirier, and he was dropped on the check by Chi High. And it's along the goal line behind Drew Brovold. Furious forecheck by Stevens Point. They're all over it. It just seems like they don't have 5 players on the ice. Almost seems like 10 at some times. This one dropped along the boards on the far side. Chi High will pick it off, and here comes Easton Skelton. Weaves his way up the ice, tried the drop pass, and will pass it off to his right. There's a nice shot on net, and Burdick with the save. And he'll hang on to this one. Finally, Chi High starting to manufacture. They had Carter Johnson down there. Skelton got him the puck, but couldn't put it behind Burdick. with 10:28 left to go.
One of the biggest differences I'm seeing is just the passes. I mean, Stevens Point's able to control any and every type of pass in the breakout, and Chi High's having it bounce off their stick, bounce off their skates, and that doesn't contribute to offense.
Yeah, they can go tape to tape, and Cards have struggled at times passing the puck. Here comes Oswald with a head of steam. Oswald crosses the blue line, races in. They're a fast team, and Point's got it right now. Back to the blue line. Here is Jackson Fleece. His shot is blocked, and it's ricochets into the left wing corner for Thomas Oswald. Chi High with the intercept, and they'll throw it down, and the Cards change up players. Get that first line back out there as the puck sails into the Cards' end of the ice. 9:46 left to go here in the second. Cards players got pushed down. That was Fournette who got dropped on the check, but he pops back up again and tries to get in the flow as the Cards cut it down the ice. Here's Netter, turns, rips one into the right wing corner, and Chi High trying to work the forecheck. Here's a centering pass. Fournette couldn't get to it. Andrew Hebert down there as well. And it is Thomas Oswald who will come across the line for Stevens Point. He wiggled his way down the slot, and then Chi High dropped him and cut him off, and Chi High into the zone right now. Here is Fournette, stops, changes direction, out in front, and a shot on net by Christa, rather, and that one hit Burdick. Cards got a little offside shot right there, and here comes Stevens Point back at it, a one-timer by Schrader, and Drew Brovo looked behind him. He didn't know where the puck was, but he actually stopped it in a ricocheted left wing corner. Here comes Brett Carroll. Oh, he's got speed. He moves in, fires a shot. The save made as Chi High able to play it back out to neutral ice with 8.5 left to go here in the second. Greg Stewart along with Carter Jager here, our video producer Sam Aberly, audio producer Conley Engelmeyer here tonight, bringing you this regional game. Chi High had a player inside the zone as they were looking for the pickoff there, and that was Dane Christa, who was already in the zone, so an offsides call here against the Cards with 8:17 left to go in the second. Freeze Financial Group in Chippewa Falls helps their clients build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Go Cards from Freeze Financial Group. Cards need to mount a charge here. They trail at 5-1. 2 first period goals and 3 in the second, 3 quickies in the second. And Stevens Point leads it 5-1. Here is Zach Black, puts the wheels on, fires a shot, that one went wide. Taken away by Ostricki. They'll move it up the ice, a pass intended for Weiss, a little bit beyond him, and an icing call right there as Weiss puts the body into Austin Fournette.
I mean, on that Carroll shot off the mask of Brovold just a couple shifts ago, it was a 5-on-2 for Stevens Point. That's his third time today Chippewa's gotten caught in the change. So they're just not as sharp today as you need to be to beat this team.
Stevens Point too, Carter, so fast that they can make you look like it's a slow change. Pushed into the left wing corner. Chi High in the attack in the Spash D zone. And this one cycled down low. No look pass, nobody there for the Cards, but it ricocheted onto the stick of Fournette. He'll drop it left wing corner. Here is Dane Christa as he saw the loose change out in front and hammered one at Burdick, but the goaltender made the save. He's only given up 1 goal here tonight. Long stretch pass for Grant Molsky, was looking for it and just beyond his reach. So we'll do it again. Face off in the Point end of the ice. Well, get the cleanest and most refreshing drinking water in your home. Contact the water experts at Gibson's Water Care for a free home analysis. GibsonsWaterCare.com. GibsonsWaterCare.com. 7:21 left to go, second period. Icing call, so the drop is inside the Spash end of the ice. Quickly taken by Fleece as he ripped one off the wall. Corralled at neutral ice, and let's see who's going to come up with it. Sam Johnson down there. He's got the lone score for Chi High. And here is Sam right now. Turns, fires it in. That one hit a Stevens Point player out in front. A battle for it right along the blue line, and an offsides call right here on Chi High with exactly 7 minutes left to go in this second period.
At some point, for Chi High, the fatigue is going to be a factor.
Yep.
So to come back in this game, it starts now. You
we
need to
saw
score
the third
now.
line out there just for a moment for the Cards. And it is tough because Stevens Point can roll a good 4 lines if they want. They've done that this year. Brought in by Teddy Westrick, who's got a couple of goals here tonight. Kind of got spun around, and Chi High will pick it off. This one goes cross ice, and the Cards enter the zone. Here is Carter Johnson. Reaches down, fires a wrist shot, hard off the pads of Burdick. And in transition, here comes Stevens Point. Offsides call right there. 6 1/4 left to go in this second period. That will stop play.
37 shots on goal for Stevens Point. I mean, they're going to get more than 20 this period. So, I mean, Brovold hasn't been his usual self, but he hasn't been bad by any stretch.
He hasn't been bad, nope. It's hard to blame all 5 goals on him.
Absolutely.
Face off at the dot outside the Cards D zone. Push to the wall. Swept at by Matt Fredette. And here comes Sam Johnson. Pushed it ahead, but lost the handle. Johnson takes a feed from his own zone. Hands off to his teammate, Dane Christa. And Johnson took a feed back, and his shot, backhand try, just went wide. Here is Beckett Carroll for Stevens Point. The hard around. It's going to come back to the Chi High D zone. Cards out at neutral ice. Late change there. Carter Johnson back on the ice for Chi High, the senior. Lone senior on this varsity squad. And here comes Chi High right now. They got an odd man rush. Here is Fredette. Stops, goes cross ice. Oh, one-timer by Christa. And the goaltender, Burdick, went over to him, squared up on that left post, and made the save. Nice play by Chi High, the nicest they've had in a long time, but they couldn't finish and didn't get it back at Burdick.
Really good breakout. Burdick was able to read that, though. He kind of cheated over there, and that allowed him to get the stop. If the third guy in the middle would have shot that, I think they had a goal.
Absolutely. Fired off the inboards by Spash. It's on the half wall. Cards making it tough on the breakout right here. In the corner is Ostricky. Cards really pushed some pressure on Stevens Point, but now they get it across in the Chi High zone. There's a one-timer. Cutting to the net was Bo Schrader, and his shot went into the pads of Drew Brovold. Cards back in the zone, and a shot went into the left wing corner as Bo Schroeder was down on the ice. Here comes Stevens Point. 4:53 left to go, second period. Chi High trails this one 5-1. Cards had the first goal of the game from Sam Johnson, but since then it's been all Stevens Point. And the body's flying it back of Drew Brovold. Cards, there's a hard check by Zach Black, and a shot on net by Stevens Point. Brovold fought that one off. And here is Jackson Fleece. Fleece rolled off to his left, took a shot, didn't make it to the net. 4:22 left to go in this second period. Stevens Point, a feed, and a one-timer on net by Molsky. And that is stopped, and now a little jawboning going on by the Cards cage right here with 4:15 left to go in the period.
Well, there's a problem if we can't see the goaltender up here. And so I think Chi High's getting caught a little bit too much in front of their own net. I think they're ending up screening their goalie, which is I mean, he can't see I can't see him, so he obviously can't see the puck.
We got a good vantage point right here. And we're going to match up a couple of penalties here, but they'll go 5-on-5. It's going to be Grady Miller sitting for Spash and Burmeister for Chi High on the matching minors. Just kind of settling things down, I guess, right now, huh? Face off outside the Cards D zone at the dot. Burnett to take it for Chi High against Jace Deedy. And here we're getting down to that third line for them now. for Stevens Point, so they can start to throw players out there, third and fourth line players with a 5-1 lead here, and give their guys a bit of a rest. This one wrapped around the boards, going to be stopped at the point by Fleece. He'll step up a little bit, try to launch one left wing corner, and this one's still inside the zone. Picked up by Fleece, and a quick wrist shot just went wide, hit hard off the boards on the near side, and pushed in deep by Duran Bolton. Sees his first shift here tonight for Stevens Point. Now Fleece stops it. He's going to take a high stick right there, so he just let Chi High pick it up and wing it in the zone. And Stevens Point pushes this one out. Cards back up here. Andrew Hebert backing up, throwing it ahead out to neutral ice, and chipped around between the two teams here. Neither team seems to want it right now. And an offsides call against Spash with 3:12 left to go in the second. Shots 42-18, Carter.
It's different this period because the shots last period weren't that great.
Right.
Brobold was able to see them. They weren't one-timers. This period, it's been all screens and one-timers.
5-1. Here is Ostricki. Stood up there on the check by Easton Skelton, but the puck flies into the Chi High zone. And here comes Stevens Point again on the attack. They are all over it. Cards, though, able to clear, but this is going to be an icing call on Chi High with 2:56 left to go in this second period. White City Glass salutes all the hard-working athletes for all of your windshield, glass, and garage door needs. Call White City Glass of Chippewa Falls. Face off in the card zone to the stick side of Drew Provold. And here we go. Back around the corner. Cards can't control it. Seems like a Spash player is in Chi High's face every time they turn around. And here is Benny Abbott. Turns, rips a shot, and we got a penalty coming up on Chi High. Just what they didn't need here. And now the players mixing it up. Here's Abbott getting into it. A couple of Spash players, a couple of Chi High players as well. Now the referees come in and separate with 2:38 left to go in the second period. And we'll see if they match these up. Looks like Abbott's going to sit. And for the Cards, it's Aiden Side. So the penalty box is getting a little crowded, huh?
Yeah, you want to see passion in these guys, but Chippewa needs to show more on the ice for them to be able to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's 5-1. Just go to your business.
Yep. Make them hurt on the scoreboard.
Yes. I mean, like you've been saying, it feels like Spash has been on the power play the whole period. It seems like they've had the extra attacker the whole time, and I mean, Chi High just hasn't been able to clear the zones.
Now Austin Fournette down there with Molsky for Stevens Point, as the refs want to cool the tension here a little bit. And a crowded penalty box for both teams here. Two players from each team sitting on the matching minors. And they'll come back, and there's Drew Brovold kind of passing his time in the Chi High net as the players were sorting things out and penalties were called and discussions had.
As of now on the scoreboard, Chi High's got a 5-minute penalty.
Oh, I see that, yep. So they weren't matching minors. So it looks as if we picked up the 5, Aiden Sy picked up a 5-minute and a 2-minute penalty on Stevens Point as this one pops off the wall on the near side. And Burnett will take it for the Cards and dangle into the zone. He'll drop one into the glove of Burdick, and he'll hang on to that. So, boy, this is going to be a long power play for them if we go scoreless in the 5-on-5 here.
They're going to have a 3-minute power play when it's done. And
yep.
That's exactly what you didn't need down 5-1. But and he called for boarding, just, again, not controlling your emotions down 5-1.
Okay, pardon me, not 5-on-5. It's 4-on-4 right now. So big sheet of ice here. Had to kind of sort things out on this power play. Surprised to see a 5-minute minor, but 5-minute major, I should say, on Sy, but maybe through the last push there. And Stevens Point's got it right now, 4-on-4 hockey. Here is Poirier. Turns, fires a shot, went wide. Cards counter, bang this one off the boards, and it's going to come down. And an icing call, since we're even strength right here, is going to come back in Chi-High's zone.
I mean, that last shot, Chi-High's defenseman pushed a Panther into Brobold. And that's, you can't do that.
No.
I mean, goaltender can't see it then.
Right, exactly.
So, and he still made the save, but it's just, they haven't helped their goalie enough tonight.
Yeah, that's true. 1:43 left on the game clock here in the second. Cards trail at 5-1. And Stevens Point's got it 4-on-4 hockey right now. And they'll wheel it back for Grady Miller. Here's a one-timer on net. Save made by Brobold. Left out in front. Going to be cleaned up by Seibert. Fires one off the window and all the way back down in the smash into the ice. 1:19 on the game clock. Cards trying to break up the breakout there as Easton Skelton was in the face of Spash players, and this one banked off the wall for Beckett Carroll. At the point, 1:03 left to go in the period. Cards push it but can't clear. And in 19 seconds, Spash will have the power play. This one comes back, one-timer, swallowed there by Drew. Off the shot by Stevens Point. Grady Miller back there. 52.8 seconds left to go in the period. Cards, even if they don't score, they got to get out of this period without giving up a power play goal coming up here, or even strength or power play goal, huh?
Yeah. Well, and especially since they're going to start the third period on the penalty kill.
Here's the face-off to the right of Drew Brobold. Scramble for it right there, cycled around by Spash. 45 seconds left to go. They'll have a power play in just 5 seconds. This one pops out, and Stevens Point punches it back in again. So Point is back to a power play here. 34 seconds left to go in this second period, as it is lobbed all the way down by Chi-High, taking it down to 25 seconds. But this is where Spash scored the last time with 4.5 seconds left to go, or 4.9 left to go in this first period. Down to 15 seconds left to go. The INT for Chi-High. And Carter Johnson, the senior, will toss this one in deep, and looks like Chi-High will get out without any further damage in the second period as the buzzer sounds. So the Cards are down by 4. They gave up two early period goals at 16:12 and 16:55. And another fairly early one at 1:35 of the second. And then after that, Chi-High was able to hold them off here, and we trail at 5-1. Shots are 45-18 in favor of Spash.
I mean, to win tonight, they had to play near perfect hockey, and that's just not what happened today. And then give all the credit to Stevens Point. They're the top team in the country or state for a reason. I mean, they're playing hard too. They're home. They're in front of their fans, so it's even harder for Chi-High.
They are a great team, and it would be a great win if we could get it. But Chi-High's has dug themselves a pretty deep hole here, down by 4. We're not out of it yet. We still got 17 minutes, but we're going to have to get some pressure on Burdick here and help Drew Brobold out and not make him stand up to 3 or 4 or 5 shots at a time.
Well, in that second period, I mean, they barely had any offensive zone time, so barely any scoring chances. And you saw in the first period them actually do well. So I don't really know what the change was, but Stevens Point came out on a mission, and that's just tough.
Yeah, you beat us twice here, and we're not going to let it go a third time. We surprised us last year. We're not going to let that happen again. And right now, they lead 5-1 after 2 here at KB Willett in Stevens Point. Shots again 45-18 in favor of Spash. We will take a break as we get you set for third period action here. And this is Cards Hockey on WOGO Radio and our WOGO YouTube channel.
Did you know your body is made up of 60% water and your blood is 90% water? Just another reason why it's so important you have the cleanest, most refreshing drinking water in your home. Experience a well-hydrated life. Book your free home water analysis at GibsonsWaterCare.com. No long-term contracts, locally owned, American-made products. Need a plumber? Gibsons can help with basic plumbing needs too. Go online to Gibsons Water Care for more details.
At Freeze Financial Group, we work with clients to understand their life goals by helping build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Our mission is to help make lives better, clients, team, and community by optimizing true wealth. We are proud to support the Chi-Hi hockey team and their run to the playoffs this season. Go Cards! Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Freeze Financial Group is not a broker-dealer and is independent of RJFS. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Services Advisors, Inc.
Hi, this is Dave Check, attorney and owner of the Check Law Office. I've been a part of the Chippewa Falls community for most of my life. It's where I grew up and where I started my practice. My motto at the Check Law Office has always been to provide people with the same legal service that I would expect if my own family needed an attorney. You meet with me directly and you are treated like part of the team. My goal has always been to get problems solved as efficiently and inexpensively as possible. I have proudly fought for Chippewa Falls on the field, as a coach, and as an attorney. Don't hesitate to add the Check Law Office to your team.
Building a custom home can be daunting, but it doesn't have to be. At Ashley Construction, we make the process seamless and enjoyable. With 3D drafting, thoughtful design, accurate estimates, and expert guidance from start to finish, we take the stress out of building your dream home. Our innovative processes and the latest technology ensure a fun and rewarding experience. Our talented team of experts is dedicated to creating your high-quality custom home. Enjoy the full design build experience right here in the Chippewa Valley. Contact Ashley Construction today to get started.
At Northwestern Bank, everything we do comes back to our mission, building stronger communities where people matter. This is Tracy Smiskey, Market President at Northwestern Bank. Every day we provide all the great services and conveniences of modern banking, but know that it's our relationships with people that matter most. Because at Northwestern Bank, we believe that every person is valuable, and that's what makes our community strong. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Yep, it's cold. And as you're spending extra time indoors, you realize it's time for a change. No, not a tropical getaway. Something a little more practical, like that long overdue bathroom remodel from Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating. Treat yourself to a walk-in shower and add grab bars for extra safety. Or finally adding that extra bathroom in the basement. Call Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating for a free estimate and make the dream happen.
Dragon Carter here tonight, and just saw that Tomahawk has fought back to a 1-goal lead over Hudson. How about that one?
I mean, anything can happen, right? We
that
saw
Tomahawk team is one you don't want to take lightly. And wow, wouldn't that be an upset special? It'd be like us beating Point last year in this round of the playoffs. Wouldn't that be something if Tomahawk knocked off Hudson?
That's why playoff hockey's so special.
It sure is. You just never know what's going to happen. Thanks to Mike from Zielinski for telling me that. That's really quite an upset brewing, but that one's not over yet. This one isn't over yet either, as we trail it 5-1. Stevens Point, just an amazing offensive team, out shooting us 45-18 after 2 periods. And it was 3 goals within a minute and a half in the second period. And they just have been all over it here tonight. Stevens Point over Chi-Hi 5-1. Got a late one in the first period to make it 2-1, and then 3 early goals in the second period, and it's 5-1.
You know, it's tough to say right now, but this is great experience. I mean, this Chi-Hi team is super young. One senior, Carter Johnson's the only senior on the team, and he's a big player. So you're going to lose a valuable asset, but you're gaining experience for next year, and this team's going to be right back in the mix.
Yeah, they'll have Drew Vogel back and some more seasoned players. Some of these younger players will be more seasoned and more mature. Yep. So Well, it's 5-1 lead for Spash here after 2 periods at KB Willett in Stevens Point. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages, residential, commercial, or industrial. Choose quality propane and fuels for your home or business. QualityPropaneandFuels.com.
And how about this from the Hudson Tomahawk game? Hudson has 37 shots on net to 16, and they're losing.
Whoa. 6-5 the score right there. Isn't that something?
7:52.
Amazing. 7:52 left in that one?
Yep.
Wow. That is amazing. By the way, CFM lost 4-1 to Western Wisconsin on the road at Somerset tonight. So Michaela Hogan's team putting on a battle there. They led 2-1, but lost 4-1. I should say Western Wisconsin led 2-1 and got an empty netter at the end. So they win that one 4-1 and advance in the girls section of the postseason. 5:50 left to go in this intermission. So we'll take a break here and be back for the third period. Cards trailing 5-1 to Stevens Point. This is Cards Hockey on WOGO Radio and our WOGO YouTube channel.
Location. It's very important. But what happens when you can't get to the glass repair shop to fix your windshield? Call White City Glass. They'll come to you. It doesn't matter if you're in Abbotsford, Arcadia, Rice Lake, or Hudson, or any place in between. They've installed thousands of windshields in thousands of places for 50 years. They know what they're doing. It's your car. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you insist on White City Glass.
White City Glass. On the court, the field, and the ice, leaders stand out. They innovate, inspire, and win at the highest level. And at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, they are the unquestioned leaders in orthopedic, brain, and spine care. Whether it's surgery to get your athlete back in the game or managing chronic pain so you can enjoy life again, call Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Altoona and Chippewa Falls, with a new and improved clinic and surgery center now open in Rice Lake. Book your appointment at cvosm.com.
Yep, it's cold. And as you're spending extra time indoors, you realize it's time for a change. No, not a tropical getaway. Something a little more practical, like that long overdue bathroom remodel from Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating. Treat yourself to a walk-in shower and add grab bars for extra safety. Or finally adding that extra bathroom in the basement. Call Wurzgala Plumbing and Heating for a free estimate and make the dream happen.
We serve again, Wurzgala Company.
Building a custom home can be daunting, but it doesn't have to be. At Ashley Construction, we make the process seamless and enjoyable. With 3D drafting, thoughtful design, accurate estimates, and expert guidance from start to finish, we take the stress out of building your dream home. Our innovative processes and the latest technology ensure a fun and rewarding experience. Our talented team of experts is dedicated to creating your high-quality custom home. Enjoy the full design build experience right here in the Chippewa Valley. Contact Ashley Construction today to get started.
At Northwestern Bank, everything we do comes back to our mission, building stronger communities where people matter. This is Tracy Smiskey, Market President at Northwestern Bank. Every day we provide all the great services and conveniences of modern banking, but know that it's our relationships with people that matter most. Because at Northwestern Bank, we believe that every person is valuable, and that's what makes our community strong. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
At Freeze Financial Group, we work with clients to understand their life goals by helping build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Our mission is to help make lives better, clients, team, and community by optimizing true wealth. We are proud to support the Chi-Hi hockey team and their run to the playoffs this season. Go Cards! Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Freeze Financial Group is not a broker-dealer and is independent of RJFS. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Services Advisors, Inc.
Third period ahead, Chi-Hi and Stevens Point, and the Cards find themselves down by 4, 5-1. Chi-Hi scored first, Sam Johnson at 5:12 of the first, but that has been the only bright spot of the game, and Drew Brobold has not been helped enough. He's made the initial save most often, but then second, third, fourth, sometimes fifth shots on net in a rush, and we're trailing 5-1.
Momentum's a real thing, and we talked about it going into the second period, how if they could kill that power play and get it to the second period up 1-0 or even tied, it was going to be massive. And instead, they allowed a goal on the power play and then a goal with 4.6 seconds left.
Yep.
They're down 2-1. Momentum swing. Hudson comes out and scores 9 seconds in, and then all of a sudden, the lid was blown open.
Yeah, we're watching the Hudson game here because they're playing Tomahawk at home, and Tomahawk, I believe they're the Hatchets, and they're looking for an upset here. They lead at 6-5. Huh?
3:45 left in the game.
Hudson's all over it with shots, 37-18. But Tomahawk trying to pull off the upset at Hudson, leads at 6-5 in the final 3 minutes. So I would think Hudson pretty soon will be thinking about pulling their goaltender, and wouldn't that be something for Tomahawk to go in there against the #1 team in the state and blow them out. Chi High and Spash on the ice right now. And Drew is going to be back to our left. Gets a final pep talk from Mason Baste. Backup tender.
I think my question for this third period will be to see if Chi High uses a third line. You're down 5-1. Maybe give your players some extra rest. Kind of freshen them up a little bit before you put them back on.
Yeah, don't give up an early goal here, and because then you lose any kind of momentum you come out of the locker room with, any kind of energy you have.
It's kind of at a standstill right now. You got to gain momentum. You can't lose it.
Yep. 17 minutes up on the board. Here we go. There's the drop in the third period, and it comes back to Poirier. He'll circle around in his own zone, move it up the ice, and Stevens Point is into the zone. Swept in right there by Benny Abbott. Comes all the way around, and Spash sets it up on the left side. Now they move it to Poirier in the high slot. Over the right side for Carroll. Poirier with a one-timer through traffic. Kicked off Drew and into the left wing corner. And Poirier with a one-time shot. And Drew Brobo couldn't find it for a moment, but got cleaned up there by Chi High and pumped all the way down. 40 seconds gone in this period. Minute 39 of the power play. 5-minute major on Cy. And here comes the leading scorer, Grant Molsky, and he walked right in on Brobold, and a huge save by the sophomore goaltender. Stoned him right there, but they set up their power play right now. And at the point on the near side is Grady Miller. Took a shot, ricochets off to the right for Benny Abbott, and it's back out to neutral ice. Flagged down by Spash. Here comes Benny Abbott right now. Into the zone, fires one up and around. Spash in the midst of a change. Get their full line out there right now on this power play, including Ostricki and Schrader on the new unit, and Jackson Fleece. And here comes Fleece right now. Races into the zone, stops in the corner on the near side. Fleece is going to feather this one back for Schrader. Now he'll go cross ice for his teammate Ostricki. He lost it for a moment, regathers. This one shot right down low by Bo Schrader, and it comes back to the point for his brother Fletcher Schrader. Here's a one-timer, and that one's saved, but the rebound, big rebound left out there and pumped in by Ostricki, and it's 6-1.
Just a tough rebound. Brobo made the initial save, and like we talked to Coach before the game, that's where your defensemen have to come in and clear the puck. They were unable to, and Ostricki made them pay. And just like that, it's 6-1. That was on the power play for Stevens Point.
Second power play goal of the night. One minute into the third
Hudson
period.
ended up tying the game with 2:26 to go.
Oh man. What a game there. Our game hasn't quite been that exciting. 6-1 here. Trails it. And 1 goal away from running time here in the third period. Pump back out to neutral ice. Right into the body of Ostricki. He stops it. And Stevens Point is into the zone. Here's a shot by Fisher. And now head coach Matt Kohlkamp throwing some guys that haven't seen much ice out here for Stevens Point
I mean,
in this
though,
third period.
some of these shots are just on point. Like,
Yep.
they know where they want to shoot,
Yep.
and they put it there.
Exactly. Surgical. Face off to the blocker side of Drew Brobold. And here is Stevens Point. They try to bring it around in front. And it's picked back out by Chi High. Banked off the wall on the near side. Cards trying to get organized and do something offensively. Now it comes back for Austin Fournette. Turns, fires one up, but nobody there wearing the black uniform for Chi High. We're 3 minutes gone in this period. Stevens Point scored 2 in the first, 3 more in the second, now 1 here in the third, and they lead it by a 6-1 count. One-timer right there by Dane Krista, sailed high over the goaltender, Zach Burdick, and ricocheted off the window. Chi High's got it. Here is Krista, backpedals, pitches one ahead, and it's stopped at the blue line for Fisher for Stevens Point. Fisher fires one, sticked out right there by Drew Brovold, and loose just off the corner in the Chi High zone. 13:32 left to go here in the third period. Point trying to set it up in the zone, and it's going to be pushed out right there by Chi High's Colin Buchanan, who sees his first ice time tonight. So both coaches using third, fourth line players here in this third period as it's gotten away from Chi High. And obviously, as you said, Matt Luckowitz needed to get some bodies out there because he's been rolling 2 lines pretty much all night, right?
Yep.
Here's an icing call on the Cards.
Well, they're the number 1 team in the state for a reason. Hudson took the lead with 1:30 left.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Okay. Upset special. Tomahawk couldn't pull it off, apparently. Well, he still got 1:29 in that one left. 12:59 left in this one. Cards trail it by 5 now. 6-1. Shots 52-18 in favor of Spash. And here they come, buzzing again. One-time shot, rebound, picked up, and what a save by Brovold as he went from left to right. Loose in the corner, and it's back at the point, and they get organized. Here is a one-tall that came off the head of Brovold from the shot by Beckett Carroll. Man, they're really sniping now. Here's another one, and it went in. Zach Ostricki, as Drew was totally screened. He had no chance of seeing that one. And we're heading to running time.
Again, though, that shot, he picked his spot and he put it there.
Yeah,
there was a sliver of an opening, and he just hit it.
Wow. Went from a 1-goal lead to a bloodbath here. 4:34, time of that goal here in the third. And it is 7-1 as the clock continues to roll here with running time. Shots are 57-18 in favor of Spash. And the face-off inside the Stevens Point zone. Well, payback time after beating them last year and the year before. And it has become sweet revenge for Stevens Point. Leadership, community, dedication, and teamwork. Dave Check, Victoria Check, and the Check Law Office making you part of the team. Our team down by 6 right now as it's laid in the zone by Colin Seibert. And here comes Stevens Point again. A centering pass, and the save made underneath the pad of Brovold from Benny Abbott's shot. And now we might have a penalty coming up here.
Yeah, Black's going to get called.
Yeah, a roughing call, trying to protect his goaltender, and Zach's going to sit for 2.
What a save, though. I mean, it's cool to see him playing his heart out down 7-1.
Absolutely. Well, look for the Mauer Sperry Insurance highlights of the week on our WOGO Sports social media channels. Follow WOGO Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. Brought to you by Mauer Sperry Insurance of Chippewa Falls. Greg and Carter here with you tonight. And here is Stevens Point. Jackson Fleece backs up to the blue line. They want more. They're hungry. They're not quitting, even though they've got a 6-goal lead. And Chi-High trying to push it to the wall. As their gas tanks coming up empty in this third period, and Dane Christa will fire it all the way down on the penalty kill. Here comes Stevens Point again, racing out to neutral ice was Jackson Fleece, stopped right there. And Stevens Point will reconnect. Here is Middlestad as he races to the hole. Save made by Drew that comes back to the point in the near side for Ostricki. Zach Ostricki's got it. Looks along the blue line, now back pedals. Lays one down low off the backhand. And it's going to be picked up by Austin Fournette. Fournette was surrounded by Stevens Point players, lost his number, comes back to the point again for Ostricki. Bounces one, hit traffic out in front. Stevens Point centers one up. And it is going to be Johnny Weiss, who's harassed as he went back of our goaltender, and Chi-High picks it off and fires it down the ice. 41 seconds to go in the power play. 10:03 left on the game clock. And here comes Point again. Oswald crosses the line, weaves his way in, fires a wrist shot, and it's swallowed there by Drew. Time ticking down here, and both the clock and the penalty. Chi-High taking their time here. We're on running clock, 9:44, and counting left to go third period.
I mean, they clear the puck and immediately right back into a shot.
I know.
It's impressive.
It really is. You got to tip your hat. This is a good team. Going to make some noise here at year's end. Here comes Oswald. He wiggles his way out to the blue line, fired a wrist shot. As we're back to 5-on-5 hockey, Zach Black on the ice and loose out at neutral ice. And here is Smolaric for Stevens Point. Even their third and fourth line players get in it. And Smolaric's got it right now. Big kid. Works his way across, lost the puck at the blue line, and an offsides call here as we go under 9 minutes to play in the third period. So Hudson pulled it out there.
Hudson did. I was trying to find the Wausau West score. I wasn't able to, but Hudson got an empty netter.
Incredible.
So.
Wow. 8:45 left to go here in this game. And here comes Smolaric. He lays one on Drew. Angles that one on the stick into the corner. And Aiden Size got it for Chi-High. Aiden moves off to his left. Pushed into the fence. And it is Bolton on this third or fourth line. Not sure if it's third or fourth line out here for Stevens Point right now. But they're going to wheel and deal here at the end of the game.
Got a penalty.
Cross check coming up on Bolton for Spash. So he's going to sit here, and Chi-High will have a power play with 8:14 left to go. This is going to be their second of the night. Sam Johnson gets out of the box. He scored the lone Chi-High goal. So Sam's out there along with Fournette, Burmeister, Zach Black, and Dane Christa. More forwards than D on this power play. 8:05 and counting left to go in this game. Here's Chi-High. Let's put something behind Burdick, and they do.
There you go.
Oh, that's a sniper's goal from Matt Burnett to make it 7-2.
There was no room, and he just went bar down. What a shot.
Well, that'll stop the clock a little bit here, too, as Burnett scores in the third period.
Hey, we only need 5 more.
That's right. That's an optimistic way to look at it. 9 minutes exactly. And Netter with the goal for the Cards. His 16th of the year, his 21st point. And Chi-High has squeezed off a goal here in 7-2. That was a great goal. I tell you what, he was top of the circle, and he found the shelf up there.
And they're going right back on the power play.
Yeah, that one was a bullet right up there in the corner.
Ethan Fisher just got called for slashing.
Okay. Well, if you're Matt Polkamp, you can't be too happy with what's happening with these lower lines here, picking up some penalties. Here's Chi-High. Burmeister lays one down low, and a shot taken right there by Dane Krista, sailed wide. And it's going to ricochet all the way back down, and the Cards into the ice. They go cross ice. Here's Fredette, who just scored. Netter weaves his way in, past one player, past another, and was blocked, and the loose puck picked up there by his brother. Austin Fredette back to Matt, goes cross ice. Here's a shot taken on the left side by Krista. And again, it went wide, and it rebounds all the way back in the Chi-High zone, and Burmeister races back to get it. Cards with a little life now as the puck sails out of play over the Cards players in the bench with 7:11 left to go in the third period.
That shot didn't hit anything, and when you get an open lane like that, you at least have to connect on the goaltender in case of a rebound, but he just sent it wide, and it cleared all the way down the ice.
7:11 on the game clock left. Time has stopped. We were in running time for a little bit, but that Fredette goal makes it a 5-goal lead instead of a 6-goal lead, and Chi-High would like to make it a 4-goal lead. Here they are, into the corner. This would do something for the Cards if they can just kind of mount a little bit of a comeback, even if they can't make it all the way. Here is Krista. Bottom of the circle, left wing side, inside the Stevens Point D zone. Here's Burmeister with a one-timer. Thumped into the corner by Burdick, and they can't clear in. The Chi-High Cardinals still with the rock. Here they are, and another shot by Burnett. He's got 2 in a row that rattled out around behind Burdick, and it's 7-3, and Netter is lighting it up.
I mean, that shot, again, he needed the corner because that was all that was there, and he got the corner. What a shot in between the circles. Now we only need 4 more.
10-14, time of the goal. Wow. Well, we just got to keep Stevens Point giving us a power play.
Yes.
We've got 2 power play goals in a row here.
It's cool to see him playing hard still.
It sure is. 7-3, a little more respectable. Let's make it 7-4. Here's Betty Abbott for Stevens Point, 6:26 left to go. And a centering pass for Point. Going to be taken by Carter Johnson. Scooped up there by number 10. Lifted into neutral ice and kicked down by Zach Ostricki. He tried to just kick the puck ahead a little bit, and it's going to be gathered in by Seibert. Works off to his right for Carter Johnson. 6 minutes exactly left in this one. A shot taken there by Skelton. Blocked out in front, and it lifts off the glass of the near wall, and it's going to bounce out to neutral ice. Stevens Point had Schrader inside the zone already, anticipating that they were going to bring it in a little sooner, but 5:48 left to go. And it's 7-3. It got to 7-1. Cards have picked up a couple of Matt Fredette goals here in this third period to make it 7-3. Netter now looking for the hat trick if he can find it. Sam Johnson's got the other goal for Chi-High. Shots are 62-23 in favor of Spash as it bounces off the far wall and hauled in there by Smolarek. Cards have it right now. They go cross ice for Sam Johnson. Let's go get a second for number 7. Johnson into the corner. Pushed hard into the wall there by Fleece, the much bigger Fleece. Sam does not bring a lot of weight and height onto the ice, and Stevens Point has it. That should have been an offsides call on Weiss, but no whistle right there. And it is Fredette who turns it around. Now he's going to backpedal into his own zone. Hand off for Burmeister. They go cross ice. Carter Johnson can't collect. And loose inside the Chi-High zone. Spun around is Fredette. Carter Johnson down there as well. And it's going to be picked up by Didi. He wheels and deals into the zone, and this one pushed on the INT by Chi-High on the far wall. 4:44 left to go. There's a turnover, and Stevens Point tried a centering pass. Cards have it right now, and flipped over the blue line and up out to neutral ice by Spash. Johnny Weiss trying to put a shoulder into Austin Fredette. Cards have it behind their own goal line. They lift it down the ice, and here is Carter Johnson. Johnson crosses the line. Chi-High in the midst of a change. Hebert's getting out there, and Carter Johnson, his shot knocked down. Fredette's back to the bench, and Zach Black on the ice for Chi-High right now. And Zach puts the body into Ethan Fisher, stands him up, and here comes Chi High into the zone. Andrew Hebert's down there, chopping at it. Comes around from left to right with 3:56 left to go. Come on, Cards, let's see if we can get another goal here. It's 7-3 right now, and Stevens Point on the march up the ice, and here's Benny Abbott. Abbott, and a whistle stops play here. I think we had an offsides call here, or maybe an icing. No, I guess he let it loose just behind the red line. Well, keep your finances on track with Royal Credit Union. RCU accounts come with smart tools like a mobile app that helps you stay in the know and stick to your goals. Open your account at rcu.org or at any office insured by NCUA. Face off to the right of Burdick, the Stevens Point goaltender, with 3:42 left to go as this one pops free and rolls down the ice into the Chi High zone. Tracked down there by the Cards. That was Hebert who got to it first, and Chi High's into the zone, and a one-timer by Bodie Custer. He gets a few shifts here today, trying to give his teammates a rest. A nice shot by the big number 22 on Burdick with 3:30 left to go in the third period.
I mean, they're finally doing what they should have done in the second period. Put shots on net, get some zone time, get some rebounds.
Well, Spash is playing with some third and fourth line players here, but can't take anything away from Chi High. They've really picked it up here in the third period. 3:30 left to go in this one. The hard around, and it's going to come loose to neutral ice and pops up and out of play on the deflect. Compassion and kindness in the moments that you need it most. Peterson Volker Funeral Chapel and Cremation Service in Chippewa Falls. Learn more at petersonvolker.com. Time winding down for the Chi High Cards this season. 3:22 left to go. Shots of 62-24 for the home team. And they lead at 7-3. They had a 7-1 lead. Cards fought back with a couple of Matt Fournette goals here in the third. And it's 7-3. Pinched on the wall. Finally up and out. There to scoop it up is Austin Fournette. Fires one up the ice here with 3:05 left to go in the game. Banked into the zone, and Johnny Weiss has got it. And then he lost it as it drifts into the left wing corner. Now out of the hole, and Chi High able to push it ahead. Fournette was harassed, and, well, he's going to be dropped, and you'd think a penalty be called on that, but whistles went silent. Here's Dane Christa. Christa, top of the circle, left side, fires. Big rebound left out there, but nobody there for Chi High to pick it up and put it in, and it comes back out for Fournette. Austin fires one in, and the Cards changing up players. Carter Johnson back out there, the senior, playing his final minutes of his career here. Banked off the wall and into the zone with 2:21 left to go in this third period. Spash backpedals, works it on the half wall in the zone. Ticking down to 2:12 left to go. Banked off the wall by the Cards. They lift it in the air, and this is going to be an icing call with 2:05 remaining here in this third period. Well, at Wynn Family Dentistry, Dr. Daniel Wynn, Dr. Andy McLaughlin, and their team are honored to be a part of the Chippewa community. Wynn Family Dentistry, proud to support Chippewa Falls athletics. And thanks to all our sponsors this season to keep Cards hockey and CFM hockey on WOGO and our WOGO YouTube video channel as the Cards carry it out. Zach Black was there. He had a Stevens Point player draped all over him. Under 2 to play here. And Spash up 7-3.
They kind of swallowed their whistle a little bit.
Yeah,
here.
they have. They're letting them play here. And now here's Carter Johnson. Turns, fires one up the ice. Stevens Point kind of playing the clock here a little bit. Nearly intercepted by Fournette. Got under his stick, and it rolls all the way back in the Chi High zone. And pumped out a play there by Aiden Sy as he was trying to clear. Minute 23 left to go in the Cards season. And the face-off is going to come to the glove side of Drew Brobold. Well, 62 shots launched on Drew, and a lot of them second, third shots Drew just couldn't keep up, moving from side to side, but they just kept relentlessly going after him here tonight. 1:09 left to go, third period. As Stevens Point has it out at center ice. Fired in. Brobode stops it there for his team. 1 minute left to go in the period. Comes back to the point. One-timer there by Smolaric. And it was hit hard. Ricocheted out of the corner boards, and it's going to come back to neutral ice. 45 seconds left to go in this Card season. Back to Burmeister. Goes cross ice for his D partner, Burnett. Tipped ahead by Carter Johnson. The senior lobs it behind Burdick, the goaltender. We hit the 30-second mark left to go now. And here is Burmeister. Didn't get much on that. Picked off by Stevens Point. Johnny Weiss will fire this one off the dasher on the far side, and Point's got it. Here's a shot on net. It's squeezed between the pads of Brobold. As it popped out in front, the Cards couldn't clear, and Johnny Weiss had a chance, but Brobold stoned him right there with 15.9 seconds left to go in this game. We'll have our Post-Class and Mirror post-game show for you ahead as the Cards going to lose this one on the road to Stevens Point, and their season will end right here. 10 seconds left to go. Wrapped around the boards, tipped off the glass and up and down to the Spash blue line. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1, and that will do it. So for the Panthers, a little payback here tonight against Chi-High that's ousted Stevens Point the last 2 seasons. And Drew Brobold maybe didn't stand on his head at all times here, Carter, but he looked still vintage Drew Brobold. He got a lot of shots put on him, a lot of rubber he faced tonight.
I think there were a couple where he even would say he should have made, but man, he fought. I mean, 64 shots, and he only allowed 7 in. He fought.
Yeah, I'll say.
I think today was just a combination of playing sloppy and just a better team. I mean, a little too many penalties, too many turnovers. Chi-High didn't take advantage of all Stevens Point turnovers, and that's what caused this.
7-3 the final. 64-25. The shots. 64 for the winning team, 25 for Chi-High. You know, for a lot of teams, 25 would be okay. Not enough here, though, huh?
No, Stevens Point played well. I mean, you can see why they're one of the best teams in the state. They transition really nicely from defense to offense. They get in on a forecheck, and they just hammer shots on net, and their puck movement is fun to watch.
Yep, they are a good team. So this is going to be very interesting. Hudson survived the scare with Tomahawk, and I'm not sure what Wausau West has done, but the top three teams could survive here and move on for a showdown as we go deeper in this section.
And it would be amazing to watch this game. I mean, Stevens Point, you saw the talent they have. Hudson obviously has a ton of talent, being the #1 ranked team in the state, and I think they match up well.
Tomahawk nearly beating Hudson tonight, but they lose, so Hudson advances. And don't know what Memorial and Superior did here tonight, but we know what Stevens Point did. 7-3, the final here. Wausau West was playing New Richmond tonight. Don't have any final on that, but if we do, we'll pass that along to you. Well, it's time for our Post-Class Mirror post-game show, brought to you by Post-Class Mirror in Chippewa Falls. It's quality service at affordable prices. For commercial, home, and auto glass, visit postglassandmirror.com. The Cards out here savoring the final few minutes of their season here after a 7-3 loss to Stevens Point. They come out, circle around, just kind of waiting to see if some of the Spash players come out. Chi-High is typically, after a game, will come out, win or lose, get into a little prayer huddle or team huddle here, and that's what they're doing right now. So good for them. The Spash heads to the locker room. Shot 64-25 for Stevens Point. They win this one by a 7-3 count. And time for our Holly Bovey Names You Know Stats recap. here tonight as Chi High got the first goal from Sam Johnson. Little number 7 scored, and the Cards were looking pretty good, Carter, right away with a 1-goal lead against the second-ranked team in the state.
And that shot, I mean, he out-hustled, he out-muscled Stevens Point in their zone and just fired one top shelf. And I mean, they out-skated Stevens Point in the first period. They outplayed Stevens Point in the first period and left this first period down 2-1. And I think that was kind of the change in this game where I think this is a whole different outcome if it's 1-1, if it's 1-0.
Yeah, if they could have kept it close here. That was one of the few bright spots for Chi High, and then it was a long gap between scores for the Cards because Stevens Point scored 2 goals near the end of the first period. Then Carter, they came out and scored quickly in the second period, so they kind of sandwiched these goals at the end of a period and the beginning of a period. And boy, that was just really tough for Chi High, and they really could never come back from that. It was put them behind the 8 ball, and they never survived that, never came back from that.
I mean, they got a goal 9 seconds into the second half and never looked back, and it's deflating for a team that's already the underdog by that wide of a margin to have what happened in the first period and not let it get to you. I mean, under 2 minutes to go, they were up 1-0 and had outskated Stevens Point thoroughly, and then they come back and get 2 goals, and then all of a sudden it's 5-1. And that was all she wrote because, as we've seen, Chi High struggles to come back.
Carter Johnson with a hug from his dad out here. He knows he played his last high school hockey game here. And boy, what an emotional time that is for both of them. Talked to his dad last week, and he said it's going to be tough when it's all over. Here comes his mom. And, wow, what a career, what a season he had. Leadership from his the lone senior really on this varsity team, and great for him. We're going to be sorry to see him gone. Our Names You Know Stats recap brought to you by Holly Bovey and Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. Names You Know right here in Chippewa Falls. Holly's been helping people move in the Chippewa Valley since 2000. You can call her at 715-577-HOME. Visit hollybovey.com or find Holly on Facebook. The Sam Johnson goal, and then a flurry of Stevens Point goals here, Carter. Made it, put us into running time. It was 7-1, and then it was Matt Burnett with a couple of great sniper goals in the third period to make it 7-3. Came down, they gave us a power play. We got 2 power play goals in the third, and Netter picks up a couple of goals here. His, let me see, it's 16th and 17th goals of the year, and they were beauties.
I mean, if you're listening on the radio, you got to go check that out on the YouTube, just because, I mean, they were 2 of the best shots I've seen this year. I mean, especially the second one, there was no room, and he put it directly into the corner of the crossbar. He was able to go bar down on both of them, and just so impressive.
So that's our Holly Bovey Names You Know Stats recap here tonight, and our Post-Glass Mirror post-game show. Post-Glass Mirror now hiring for auto glass technicians, window installers, and in-shop repair technicians. Join the team today. Click on careers at postglassandmirror.com. All right, we're going to take a break and come back and wrap things up from Stevens Point. Final 7-3. Chi High drops this regional final game against the Panthers. And we will continue in just a moment. This is Cards Hockey on WOGO Radio and our YouTube channel.
At Freeze Financial Group, we work with clients to understand their life goals by helping build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Our mission is to help make lives better, clients, team, and community by optimizing true wealth. We are proud to support the Chi High hockey team and their run to the playoffs this season. Go Cards! Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Freeze Financial Group is not a broker-dealer and is independent of RJFS. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Services Advisors, Inc.
Hi, this is Dave Check, attorney and owner of the Check Law Office. I've been a part of the Chippewa Falls community for most of my life. It's where I grew up and where I started my practice. My motto at the Check Law Office has always been to provide people with the same legal service that I would expect if my own family needed an attorney. You meet with me directly and you are treated like part of the team. My goal has always been to get problems solved as efficiently and inexpensively as possible. I have proudly fought for Chippewa Falls on the field, as a coach, and as an attorney. Don't hesitate to add the Check Law Office to your team.
Building a custom home can be daunting, but it doesn't have to be. At Ashley Construction, we make the process seamless and enjoyable. With 3D drafting, thoughtful design, accurate estimates, and expert guidance from start to finish, we take the stress out of building your dream home. Our innovative processes and the latest technology ensure a fun and rewarding experience. Our talented team of experts is dedicated to creating your high-quality custom home. Enjoy the full design build experience right here in the Chippewa Valley. Contact Ashley Construction today to get started.
At Northwestern Bank, everything we do comes back to our mission, building stronger communities where people matter. This is Tracy Smiskey, Market President at Northwestern Bank. Every day we provide all the great services and conveniences of modern banking, but know that it's our relationships with people that matter most. Because at Northwestern Bank, we believe that every person is valuable, and that's what makes our community strong. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Yep, it's cold. And as you're spending extra time indoors, you realize it's time for a change. No, not a tropical getaway. Something a little more practical, like that long overdue bathroom remodel from WIAA Plumbing and Heating. Treat yourself to a walk-in shower and add grab bars for extra safety. Or finally adding that extra bathroom in the basement. Call WIAA Plumbing and Heating for a free estimate and make the dream happen.
Location. It's very important. But what happens when you can't get to the glass repair shop to fix your windshield? Call White City Glass. They'll come to you. It doesn't matter if you're in Abbotsford, Arcadia, Rice Lake, or Hudson, or any place in between. They've installed thousands of windshields in thousands of places for 50 years. They know what they're doing. It's your car. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you insist on White City Glass.
White City Glass.
Is an injury or joint pain keeping you from living your best life? Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine will get you back to doing. Whether it's walking or running, hunting or hiking, working or playing, whatever you're in, go with who you know and get back to doing.
Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, with locations in Altoona, Chippewa Falls, and now open in Rice Lake. Call us today and we'll get you scheduled.
Come help you protect your home or business with a clear, monitored home security system. Plus, for WOGO sports listeners only, a free camera with each alarm system. Call the experts today at 231-2000 or visit WWT.net. We have 3 goals to choose from. What do you think was our fiber fast play of the game here for Chi High?
Well, after thinking about it for a little bit, I actually do think it's the first one, just because, we talked about getting out on the right foot, and they did it. I mean, Sam Johnson pushing one top shelf right away, immediately sending a message to Stevens Point, and even though it didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, that was what we said.
That put them back on their heels a little bit at that point, and not for long. They came back, scored a couple late period goals, and then some early ones in the second period. But for a while, it kind of stunned everybody, and good for Sam Johnson, number 7. He'll be coming back. He's a junior this year. So final shot, 64-25. In favor of Spash, and they win this when they move on in this sectional, the number 3 seed in this sectional. We don't know who won the New Richmond Wausau West game, but they will play that team coming up next. So it's been a great season for high school hockey. Thanks to Carter for joining me tonight. Several games, got a little play-by-play in this season. To Connie Feedy as well. She followed her daughter up at Western Wisconsin. CFM lost to Western tonight 4-1, so their season's over as well. But Connie did a great job. Thanks to Sam Aberly, our video producer, Conley Engelmeyer, back at the WOGO studios, our audio producer. Appreciate his work as well. Chi High falls to 11-15 overall this season. Stevens Point moves on in the playoffs. They are 22-3. Final again, 7-3. Spash beats Chi High on their home ice. From KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point, good night, everybody.
Fighting for what's right, WOGO. Trusted by hundreds of police departments and government agencies around the world. Visit